And welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And sorry if I just burst your eardrums. I forgot to turn my mic on, so I panicked and turned it up. But how are we doing? Happy Sunday afternoon to everybody. We are back for another Legends and Liquor. You know what that means? It means I drink some Koppelberg and we talk some Marvel Legends. And there is one current hot topic as we are literally in the final countdown. I don't know why I'm smiling. I'm very nervous about this. As a Marvel Legends collector, as a Marvel Legends fan, I very much hope that the Giant Man backs fully funds. Currently, let me give it a refresh because it keeps moving. Yeah, so currently it's on 7,316 backers as we are literally approaching the last day. So I have a poll up in the chat right now that simply, once again, asks the question. And I promise this will all be over next week, all right? So, Giant Man talk until then. Will Giant Man get to 10k? Quite simple. Yes or no. Either or. No right or wrong answer, remember. I'm just genuinely curious what you're thinking. We have 75% so far say yes, 25% say no. But it is literally going to the wire. And as a Marvel Legends collector, it is a character that I would like to add to the collection. And I think it's a great offering. I like it. If it only hits the 10k and we don't even get the interchangeable heads, I'd like, don't get me wrong, I'd like more for my money, but I will still feel comfortable speaking for myself at the base offering. So welcome to Legends of Liquor. Let me go through the housekeeping, all of that good stuff. It's just a gimmick. You don't actually have to drink alcohol. I will do that for you. Just bring your favourite drink and let's talk toys, collectibles, and whatever you want. Of course, go and check out all the long form content on the channel. Every Thursday, me and Rich, Legend of Liquor. Thursdays is the regular show, then today's Legend Liquor. Turtles and Tea and Joe's and Juice have been on a little bit of a hiatus, mainly due to my own schedule, not so much Tom, Tanner and Mark, so I do apologise to them. I am thinking about making this coming Thursday like a Dan Who Network special and getting Tanner, Mark and Tom all on, if they are available. I haven't even spoke to them about it yet, just to sort of fill in the void before we get their own regular shows back. So yeah, Turtles and Tea, Joe's and Joe's, go and check out the playlist. There've been plenty of news to talk about. I've just been a busy man, unfortunately. You can support the channel by anything over £4 or $4. Friday, our talking robot assistant will read it out loud. It goes towards supporting the channel. Honestly, it's massively appreciated. Be a part of the stream and contribute to all the nonsense we have got going on. Talking robot, for God's sake. She literally interrupts the conversation and reads out your super chat for £4 or $4. Magical stuff. And then hit that join button. If you do at the members club tier, you get to be on the show. It is that simple. I've never changed it. I've added more tiers, but I have never taken away the simple fact that for a members club, you can join Legends and Liquor every other week and be a part of this crazy community that we are building. And the magic about Legends and Liquor is that we race some ducks, which again, to the civilian of the world sounds ridiculous, and they're not wrong. It is ridiculous. And let me cast your minds back to last week, okay? Last week, we had a bit of a Duckgate situation. Now, this is a screenshot of Duckgate, where there was one completed race, but me, I made a mistake, and I've issued a statement about this already, but I made a mistake, and I pressed restart the race or race again without properly taking down names. And there's people in there like California Red Devil, who's our current leader, would have easily have landed in the top 5 there. Did I take points away from him? Is this all a big conspiracy? Is Shelley paying me under the table to keep California Red Devil away? Kurt K would have been in there. Dom would have been in there. Cedric would have been in there. So Duckgate continues, but we will continue racing ducks today. Don't you worry about it. Let's see who is in the chat. I'm going to scroll up for a little bit. Shout out Eddie as well, who has joined the members club just before we went live, and he will be joining us for the very first time. We have a debutant in Group 1 for Legends and Liquor, so it's always great to add fresh faces to this community that we're building, a safe place to come and talk about toys. You can love and hate whatever you want here, and we will not discriminate you or make you feel bad for either or. So that's what it's all about. Legends and Liquor. Thank you very much, Eddie. Who else? We have Damien in nice and early. He says, evening all. Hope Giant Man is funded for those backing him. Me too. Mark Tak Tak says, I am Giant. Uh-oh. Our Dragon Legend says, hey, Ashaholic says, so close, but those tier goals are not going to get funded. Yeah, sad times. Mark Rose, but still, there's still time, and we will discuss that before we get some groups in here. Mark Rose, Jamie Gitchard, all for ego, says, fun giant man. Little Leaf Creations, happy Sunday, Legends, assemble. Cloud, bring toys to work, says, happy Sunday, everyone. I hope you are having a wonderful weekend. Go, giant man. I hope you are having a wonderful weekend, Michael. Hope all is well. Figure Cave Collectibles says even the more. Jay's Toy Collection says even the more. Instadan says hello, hello. Jelly Figs, Little Leaf Creations. It started with a click. Shelly, she is in here nice and early. She wants those points on the Duck Race leaderboard today, that is for sure. Hobby, Gary, Controversial Toy says heyo, Dan. Heyo. Hello to you. Literal Action Figures of the Multiverse says hey, everybody. Thirsty for Chicken, Paul McCarthy. I do have the leaderboard of the Duck Race. I will bring that up in a second. 1-6 Shooter, Striding, Justin Collects, Greg Finstad, Lady Mac, Ivan. We got Mikey Moonboots, Kurt K, Dom, CM Brock, Crescent Moon, Jason Lopez, the retweeting king. That man knows how to make a retweet. We got Mason McDonald down there at the bottom as well. Craig's Nostalgic Collection. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go to this Duck Race leaderboard, shall we? Okay, so let me get rid of Duckgate because that's a serious concern. Let's get rid of all that and just bring up the Duck Race leaderboard. So, this is currently where we stand. California Red Devil is the current leader with 21 points. And Shelly, it started with a click, Shelly, is 1 point behind. Literally so close. She is on his feathery tail. But again, Duckgate, he could have had an even bigger lead, but it wasn't to be. Phil's points have now been combined and he is now third place. Phil is always a strong duck racer. Like in season 1, he was always up and about there, and in season 2, he still remains. Again, a win today from Phil would take him to the top. Same goes for Dom, same goes for Instadan, same goes for Tom as well. Mini Plastic Multiverse, who got a win last week and was present in Group 2 when he got his win as well. Justin Collects, Greg Finstad, and even I know the conspiracies theories are out there, but even I've got 12 points on the board. But if we scroll right to the bottom, let's see if you can see your name. There's Jamie Gitchard, the current duck racing champion. He still holds the crown, but he desperately needs a win on the board to try and compete, as the others have got a nice strong lead on him. But there are still plenty of weeks to go. Don't you worry, Jamie. But there he is in the middle of the park. And if I keep scrolling, maybe you can see your name. There's Craig. He thinks he doesn't get points. He thinks he doesn't have a duck, but he has points on the board. There's Cheeky Monkey Kiara. She got some more points last week. And if we keep scrolling, right at the bottom with -4 points is Paul McCarthy. And I've got my first super chat of the season, so I'm going to let Friday read that. Thank you. Thank you, Ray. I hope Giant Man passes the 100k when they add the overseas buyers numbers. Yes, I agree. Thank you very much, Ray Ortiz, for the super chat. And it does bring me on to a good point, because I had Dan Yoon from the Hasbro team on the channel for a casual Saturday. Now, he was on the channel not via Hasbro's request. It was literally our own downtime. We're football fans. I'll explain all in a second. But first, let me just say to Paul, I know you're dead last, my friend, with -4 points. But remember, in Season 2, whoever finishes dead last will be in for the wild card race, okay? So remember, the top 10 people, or the top 9 plus dead last, will go into a championship race. So all you need to do is make sure you were in the purple, in the orange here. So Paul McCarthy, you actually don't want to gain points at this point. You want to always finish dead last, because if you get points, let's say you win you get a second place and got 6 points. 6 points would take you to 2 points, and then you'll just be in the middle of the park with nothing really going on. You've actually got more of a chance competing by staying dead last, all right, Paul? So don't worry about points at this point. You don't want any points, okay? That's your mentality. You don't want points. So Paul's right at the bottom with -4, and then there's the rest. All right, so good luck to everyone. We will race today for some more points on the board. Of course we will. I'll bring that back up later, because anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about is probably very confused right now. Let me go back to what I was talking about with Dan. So check out the channel. Again, my room is currently empty. I have no more Marvel Legends. There is the clickbait video. It worked a treat. People genuinely thought I was out of the game, but no, my room's just empty. The new windows are now in. Now I've got to paint it. I was filling holes earlier, so if I'm all dusty, you know why. So the room refurb is on. It's a tiny room as well, by the people. I'm lucky I've got a space for toys, but it is a tiny room. But anyway, other than that, it's all the Marvel Night reviews. But I did have that special live yesterday with Mr. Dan Yoon. It is right there. 2 hours chatting. And again, it was me and him. He's an Arsenal fan. I'm a Chelsea fan. Arsenal versus Chelsea were happening. It was basically a watch-along of that football game. And then we used it as an opportunity to talk about toys as well. Of course we did. So there is a lot of football talk. When I say football, I mean real football. You know, the game where they actually use their foot to kick a ball. That football, Chelsea versus Arsenal. So there was a lot of football talk. But if you can put up with some Chelsea versus Arsenal talk, there is some really good nuggets of information from Dan regarding Giant Man, regarding Wasp, regarding next year with the VHSs and the retros and the Spider-Man. And there's going to be reveals coming up this week with MCM and also 1027, or as we call it in the UK, 2710. So yeah, go and check out that. It's not an interview. It's genuinely just a virtual hangout. Me and Dan on a Zoom call watching the football. But we, of course, we talked some bloody toys. Of course we did. But that is on the channel right now. And then that's Legends of Liquor. We're live right now on the channel, Legends of Liquor. So we don't quite have a full house tonight, but that's absolutely fine with me. But I will give the opportunity for some people to jump on. So Group 1, you can start hitting me with those fresh DMs. I'm going to talk about Giant Man just for a little bit more before I get you in here. But Group 1 is Christopher, Rush, Cloud, Craig, Mark Taptak, Eddie making his debut. Nick is also going to be joining for Group 1 because he's got a pickup that's got Cloud related. So I'm assuming it's Mythic Legions, but I could be wrong. And also Dave, I know Northern Nomad, that sucker out there, he wanted to be in Group 1. So there is space, Dave, if you do want to switch to Group 1, that's fine with me. So yeah, Christopher, Rush, Cloud, Craig, Mark Taptak, Eddie, Nick, and then also Dave. If you want to, otherwise you can stay in Group 2. That is absolutely fine. And we might have some space for some spontaneous channel members jumping on as we go throughout the show. But first, let me jump over. Let me first talk about Giant Man. So Giant Man, the campaign is happening right now, as we know. I've talked about this a lot on the channel. Again, Hasbro are not paying me. I don't work for Hasbro. I'm just a fan of Marvel Legends. At this point, it's not about Hasbro. It doesn't matter what toy company is making this. For me, just as a Marvel fan and this Marvel collection that I am building, I think Giant Man is an integral Avenger, one of the original Avengers that we absolutely need a great representation of in our collection. And I do think this figure is solid. I really do. Now, is it the most perfect action figure ever? I don't know. That's up for you to decide. I'm not an expert, but for me, to my mind's eye, it looks really good, and I would like to add this to my collection. Again, I'm only ever speaking for myself, but I definitely want this to fully fund. There it is compared to the previous Build-A-Figure. Now, that Build-A-Figure, for the last 15 years, has went for nearly £200 on the aftermarket anyway. Do you know what I mean? And look at the difference between the two. Now, don't get me wrong, the Toy Biz has the sentimental value, and it's got that history attached, but we're allowed to make new history. Do you know what I mean? We're allowed to refresh and have a new generation of collectors. And if that Giant Man does only reach the 10k mark, let's say it only hits 10k, that is going to be a rare piece. And you guaranteed there'll be collectors in the future moving forward, and collectors that are missing out right now for whatever reason that get that itch, start getting that FOMO next year. And it's going to be a rare piece. So again, I'm just saying, if you're a Marvel Legends person on the fence, what are you waiting for? Get involved. If it's not for you, fair enough. It's not for you. You can just watch and watch all the madness happen. But if you are on the fence, honestly, just lean in. Just lean in. Because if you back right now, there is no there's no point waiting for it to fully fund. Because if you genuinely are on the fence of getting it, you may as well back it now to help the numbers. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, you're going to miss out. And then you were like, well, I would have got it if it fully funded. Well, if you would have got back to... Oh, never mind. I'm going to get myself in trouble again. But my point is, if you want it, go for it. There it is right there. It's moving. It's moving. Wasp, they announced Wasp, as we know. Wasp looks great. She's got the pointy cone head as well. Her Avengers 1 look. Remember, in Avengers 2, Giant Man was right there. And shout out Geek Dad Life. Now, every single Haslab campaign or Super 7 or Metal Creations, I think they have a guy called Brian. And I don't know who this magical guy is, but he is a whiz with the numbers, and he has put together some interesting graphs. So shout out Jay at Geek Dad Life. I hope you don't mind me stealing some of these graphics to talk about. But Geek Dad Life, they are on his website. I'll make sure I put this into the chat right now. geekdadlife.com. You can go and check out all of this for yourself. But it is very interesting. All right. So he has some predictive numbers. Now, these predicted numbers are based off actual data. So it's not someone just making a guess. This is based off the reflection of previous Haslabs, all right? So this is the best guesstimate based off actual numbers. So you'll see all the other Haslab campaigns are on here, all the successful ones. And Giant Man is on here. And you can see here, I think he is the thick red line, all right? So Giant Man is that thick red line, okay? So as you can see, it went up, has a peak at the start like they all do, and then it just trucks along, but it never dipped. It has not dipped at any point. Now, that sort of grey scale above it is its predicted line. So it is currently based off the data of previous Haslabs. And again, there's a margin for error, as always, of course there is. But based off the current data, again, shout out Geek Dad Life. This is not me. This is all him. The final predictions are 10,766. And the final predictions from the Ghost, if I remember correctly, were only a couple of hundred off. So even if this is a couple of hundred off in either direction, Giant Man gets backed, okay? So don't get that FOMO waking up the next morning going, oh, I would have backed it if I knew it funded. What are you waiting for? Get involved. The current data suggests it is moving in a positive direction. The final day always has a massive, massive jump. If we go down a little bit further, again, these graphs are insane, by the way. You can see how big of a jump certain things had on the last day. There's this graph here that literally shows you the numbers that happened on the last day. So in the last week alone, Galactus had 14,600 in the last week. Sentinel had 6,000, I believe that is. I think the blue one's Sentinel. Yeah, the blue one is Sentinel. So in the last week, there is always the biggest good jump first week and last week. Okay, so obviously we're not at the end of the week yet, but Giant Man is already tracking better than the Engine of Vengeance because, let's be honest, it was dead by the last week. But Giant Man is not dead. He is not dead yet. So, of course, he's not going to hit the Galactus or Sentinel numbers, I don't think. But 10K is still on. Okay, so we've got 1 day and 10 hours remaining. If you are on the fence, if you're thinking about it, it should be a worthy addition to your collection. But again, everyone can make their own mind up. Wasp is looking great. Remember, Wasp is not a part of the campaign, okay? So if Giant Man doesn't happen, we're still going to get Wasp next year, but it is going to hurt next year when Wasp finally does come out, however she gets released, and we do not have a giant Hank to pose up with her for our like Avengers display. It will be a little bit sad to miss out on that. Like Robbie Reyes, as much as I would have liked the Engine of Vengeance, I don't feel like it would have left a bigger gap in my collection as an original fucking Avenger. So there we go. That's my thoughts. I think it should happen, but I'm curious. I'm going to be asking you guys today what your final thoughts are, your final predictions are, and again, I'm just a fan of Marvel and I would love to add it to the collection. All right, so that's my little ramble, that's my little spiel, but again, I'm only ever talking for myself. I'm never telling anyone what to do. But let me get group 1 in here. So hopefully group 1 have sent me some fresh DMs, and I need to get the link out to them. That would help, wouldn't it? That would be very beneficial to them. Otherwise, how would they get here? And remember, if you do have your thoughts and stuff, the best way to get our attention this evening is a super chat, because otherwise I'll be chatting along to all my guests and I can't always read every single chat. But I try. I definitely try. But there we go. Right, okay. I'm starting to send the link out. Ready, but I can go in group 2 if you want. Up to you. Yeah, Craig, you can jump in group 2 if you want. I'll give you the link, but it's completely up to you. But yeah, group 2 is looking spacious at the minute. Okay, Mark's there, Cloud's there, Rush is there, Trevor is there, but I'm just going to make sure there's room for Trevor first. Thirsty for Chicken is there. So Eddie's got the link, Nick has got the link. Right, let's see. Let me give Trevor the link. So I don't know if Craig, you want to jump in group 2 and Trevor can come in group 1? That would work. There is plenty of room in group 2. I'll be a bit more chilled in group 2. I won't be rushing people off, I suppose, because we'll be racing ducks and all that nonsense. Up to you. Up to you. But yes, that's what's going on right now. Why's your boys got toys deleting comments? Is it Brian Blink's chart? Shout out Brian Blink. Those charts are insane. I do enough Excel spreadsheets for work. I definitely wouldn't bring it into the hobby unless I'm using it for my pre-order list. I do use it for that, I suppose. Craig, start joining now and you'll be in time for group 2, says Adam. It's very true. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Right, let's see. The room is starting to fill up with people. I'll give it a second. I'll just read a couple of chats while these guys are jumping in. Okay, what are people saying? This will fund, no doubt, says Figure Cave Collectibles. Adam is confident. I like it. I'm trying to have that positivity as well. I do think it will fund. I'm feeling confident. I'm hoping the actual Legends community will make this happen for the sake of our collection. Again, I understand there's a whole separate side of corporateness, but to be honest, selfishly, I just want a Giant Man in my collection. What can I say? Lady Max says, come on, Giant Man. It'll be so disappointment if it doesn't fund. I agreed. Gary's Grail says, I just backed Giant Man. Woo, we got one. I feel like what's that? They say that on the Ghostbusters, don't they? Oh, we got one. Thank you, Gary's Grails. Well, I don't know why I'm saying thank you. No money comes to me, but it helps towards achieving something that I would like. So thank you very much, Gary. Good stuff. Don't sit on those fence, people. Mason says, I feel like people who missed out will buy it on eBay for 400 instead of backing it. That's what's funny, right? Again, I'm only talking about a small majority, but there's definitely a bunch of people out there that are gonna feel like they should have got this at some point. Do you know what I mean? There's always someone that goes, damn, I should have got it. Now's your opportunity, people. The final countdown. Display looks nice behind you, said Caleb. Thank you. I should explain, this is my upstairs. I haven't really ever showed this off, have I? So I'm upstairs in my attic. So my attic isn't really a display space. I've got like curved like roofs, so I can't really put up much. So literally this is all I've got. But I've got my turtles. My turtles there. Obviously, you know I love the turtles. I've got Jurassic Park up top. Then I got turtles. Shout out D-Blake Makes with a sign, of course. So I've got some good guys, some bad guys, and then some miscellaneous. Got the little turtle babies, and then lots of turtles I haven't even opened. Over here, let me see if I can get this. Over here, I've got Power Rangers, good guys, bad guys. And then down here, right at the bottom, it's just pure miscellaneous and a lot of beasts. Father Christmas, Beast, Indiana Jones, Tobey Maguire. Shout out, your boys got toys. These need some better real estate for sure, but it's just miscellaneous for now. And then over here, it's G.I. Joes, but I've got so many Joes I need to open. Like, I've got piles of Joes that need to be opened. But I've got Joes, some Action Force down there with the Joes, like, just lots of nonsense. I need more room, though. And then the rest of my house is an absolute shit sty. So, there's the shitty review table as well. That's the last thing I reviewed. Bloody hell. Right, let me get these people in. Sorry, everyone in the green room. The green room has not been replenished with snacks again. I do apologise. All right, let's see what's going on. I'll wait for these to come in first. Okay, they're piling in. Super chat from Bring Toys to Work. Thank you very much. What's he saying? I have no doubts Michael single-handedly could make Giant Man happen. Bring Toys to Work says, let me know if you need to use some special reinforcements for getting Giant Man funded. Yeah, we will be calling you on the final hour, Michael, if it comes to that. Absolutely. I think we got another one as well. From Ashaholic. Ashaholic says, great interview live stream of the Chelsea game. Yeah, again, it wasn't an interview as such. It was just a chit chat. Right, let's get these guys in. If I press that, will it make a difference? Oh, what is going on with this? How many people are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, never mind. I'll just do this one instead. It's always a mess at the minute. Right, up top, I think first and foremost, for the very first time, everyone Legend the Liquor. Is that Eddie? How are you doing? So good, I'm glad. It's always nice to add fresh faces because I'm fed up of all these other ugly mugs. I see them all the time. Just fed up of them now. So it's nice to add some fresh faces into the community. So I always ask these questions for the people that are on for the first time. So where are you from? How did you find the channel? And what do you collect? Like, what are your biggest fandoms? Yep. You got the bug. You got the bug. Very nice. So, relative, you found the channel right, probably about a year ago, then I suppose. Yeah, nice. So you've been watching. You've been lurking on Legend of the Liquor. You've been watching. Absolutely. Absolutely, my friend. As I said, this is a safe place to talk about toys. It's one of those. Do you know when you meet a friend and you try and awkwardly explain, "Oh, I collect toys," and they're collectibles. We all understand. You don't have to give us any of that. We get it. We get it. You're in a safe place. So is it just Marvel at the minute? Or you collecting anything else? Okay, you're in the right place. Right, good to have you, Eddie. Good to have you. Let's keep going around the board. Mark Tac, how you doing? I have never met you, Mark. How tall are you, Mark? Yeah, I am. That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true. I will be meeting Mark next week. Absolutely. It should be exciting times. Thirsty for chicken, how are you? Are you in a tent? It looks like you're in under a tarp or something. You camping out?
Oh, from me?
No, in general, just played once. Tell Dan sound's not coming out.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, so we hear him, but...
Okay, right. Eddie, right, we're interviewing you again.
Okay.
Eddie, right, we're coming back. Restart, right, Eddie. Let me go back. Let me get him. That's on me, that is. That's on me.
I'm going to get a beer.
Right, Eddie, right. Let me make sure we can hear you first. Right, your guests are muted, Dan. Thank you. See, I try and actually talk to the people in the Zoom call, and I ignore the chat, but the chat was screaming at me, no audio. My bad.
I usually pay attention. I'm sorry.
Right, my bad. Right, Eddie. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Eddie. This is Eddie's first time on Legends and Liquor. So again, Eddie, for the people, sorry, you have to say this twice, but I don't want to skip you. Right? So Eddie, tell the people where you come from, how you found the channel, and what you collect.
So I'm from Florida, like pretty close to Tampa, Florida. I collect mainly Marvel Legends, a little bit of DC, a little bit of import stuff, but mainly Marvel Legends. And I found the channel around like a year ago when I was looking for reviews for the one of the Spider-Man retro waves, the one with Symbiote Spidey and all them.
Perfect. And you just said you went to New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
And was it good?
And it was the best. That was like my first big convention. I actually saw Trevor at the booth. And I was like, oh, I know that guy from Dan Who Live, but I'm very introverted, like I said, so I didn't come up and say hi or anything.
Trevor,
you should have.
Yeah, Trevor would have been
good guy.
sound.
Yeah.
I don't bite. Usually.
True.
Unless you ask nicely. Did you see Giant Man?
Yeah, I saw Giant Man. I brought my Marvel Legends, like the new Daredevils, like Elektra Daredevil and King Daredevil. I actually got them like right before the trip, and I brought it to Dwight. I was talking with Dwight. Dwight was playing with my Daredevil, and I talked to Dan. Ryan wasn't there when I went.
Right? He was at.
No.
Just checking. I don't want to report him.
Yeah, and I saw Giant Man, and it looked really good.
Good. Right. Thank you very much, Eddie. I do apologise for the shitty sound. That's on me. It usually happens on Legend of the Car. Mark is excited for Comic Con next week. There you go. So that's what Mark was saying. Wait. I was asking how tall he was, and he said I'd find out next week. And then
5'9", Dan. I'll let you know and let all the viewers know. So I'm quite short. Yeah.
Oh, we're the same height then.
There you go. Me and Cloud, same height. Yeah.
Yeah, I think usually I'm on my tiptoes, but yeah, I'm not massively tall. Right.
I think you're taller than me, aren't you, Dan? You're taller than me.
We will find out.
We'll find out.
We'll see.
And I know this sounds like such a stupid conversation, but when you speak to people that are online for so long, you genuinely don't know. Like,
Dan, I have legs.
That's true. If you turn on wheels, I'll be very impressed. Okay, I know Trevor was just on
Lieutenant Dan.
Trevor, you were just on the what is it? The In Between Two Sentinels, and there was like so many of his on there. Like, is that the first time you meet lots of them?
Some of them, yeah. Some of them, Mikey, the Action Figure Report, and a couple other people. Pack Photos. First time I met them. But I mean, some of those guys are from the area, so I met them at other cons like New York Comic Con last year, Jay Shot and Matthew and stuff.
I do get jealous.
It was packed, man. First time meeting Kevin. Yeah, Kevin in person.
Does he smell?
Toying around. Yep. He likes to smell, but no.
Let's just start that rumor.
He's fantastic.
Right now. Kevin stinks.
Got that Canadian. He's got that smell of bacon on him or something.
Follows
them everywhere.
It's maple syrup, isn't it? That's another stereotype.
Maple.
It's actually lovely. Yeah, it's beautiful.
No, shout out, Kevin. Nothing but love. Right, and then I said to Nick, I said it looks like you're in a tent, and you were about to explain. So there you go. We're back to where we were.
But you're not in a tent.
Okay. So the past few weeks, honestly, if I tilt the camera this way, there's like stacks of boxes like halfway up to the ceiling, probably, of stuff that I was either selling at first and making space for. So the whole room's being rearranged. This is just a curtain, but yeah, I don't need that in the background necessarily. Essentially.
Okay, all good. We'll come back to you. Let me drop down to Rush, because Rush always brings actual people as pickups, which is insane. So, Rush, please introduce your friend here, because I feel like we have a YouTube celebrity that people may be unaware of.
Guys, this is Fabricio. He's hosts the Comics, Toys, and Travels YouTube page from Brazil. So I'll let him talk.
Hello, guys. Nice to meet you all. Hello, Dan.
Hello.
I follow you from Brazil.
Beautiful. Let me get your channel up so I can actually show people what's going on here. So let me go full screen.
Yeah.
So look, when I say celebrity, I'm not joking, people. Look at this guy's numbers. 594,000 subscribers. Ooh. Absolutely impressive numbers. And he's a Marvel Legends fan as well. He was also just at New York Comic Con, right? I think so. Your videos.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So bravo, my friend. Please go and subscribe.
Oh, thank you.
I'll make sure I drop the link into the chat right now. But as I said, when I say we've got a YouTube celebrity, I'm not joking. Absolutely insane.
Oh, no.
So how's Rush treating you? Is Rush treating good? Are the dogs being? They're not nibbling at your toes or anything, are they?
Yeah, they jumped. Oh, they jumped and tried to bite me. No, that's okay. Yeah.
What's Rush's collection like? You've been filming it.
Dude, the collection is incredible. One of the best collections I've seen all my life, and it's a pleasure to me to be here, because we chatted for years, and then now I came to Orlando and have this to meet in person what I liked on Instagram before, and now I can see, and I record a video showing all his collection. Yeah, I should be on 4K. I forgot I put on full HD, but that's fine. We showed all his collection, and it's amazing. What I love most is the display backgrounds, the ideas, and he's a comic book collector. I love comic book as well, and that's you can see the poses and the characters, and you see, oh, this is a comic book Legends fans for sure, because you have some interactions that only comic book fans will notice and love.
Everything makes sense in his collection. It's not random. It's there for a reason.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, it's good to have you here. We will continue talking toys. Let me keep going around the board. Christopher Allen, how are you doing?
I'm doing really good. How are you doing?
I'm all good. You still in Mark's house?
No, my holiday's over. He was a good house
now.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, crazy. Yeah, thanks.
All right, good. Right. We said this to him last week because his lights are off.
Just living in the back closet.
Yeah. Trevor, you good, my friend?
I'm good. Excellent. Yeah, I just came back from New York Comic Con. That was great. Yeah, gearing up for Legion's Con.
When's that?
The 11th and 12th of November.
Oh, okay. So not
so
too long
ago. Little like 3 weeks. Less than 3 weeks.
And is this
3 weeks?
And is this person underneath you going to be there as well? I have no doubt she is. Like this is. You've been talking about this for a while. This is your first Legion's Con, right?
Yep. This was a year of firsts for Legions in general.
Oh, wow.
I really started collecting the line.
It feels like you've been collecting
all
forever,
this year. I know, and if you look in my room, it looks like I've been collecting for a while. But no, I started. Well, technically, my first Mythic Legions figure was last year's convention exclusive, the Unknown one. D. Blake picked it up for me, and then I started getting some of the vampires in January. So it hasn't even been a year, and I am actually in physical pain right now because I just got a new tattoo, which Trevor, I kind of want your help. Maybe Friday before the con, if you can kind of arrange a meeting, I'd love to.
Is Trevor doing tattoos now? What's going on? Is this
No.
I'll give anything a shot. I mean, can't guarantee the results, but
I'm keeping it a secret. I want to show it to the Four Horsemen guys first.
Okay, this is some sort
cool.
Okay, I don't want to say, but I have a feeling I have an idea of what
She's
it could
joined the cult.
be. Yeah, indeed, like literally now, yeah.
Yep.
Or starting
Blood
one.
sacrifice.
Or starting. There's a bloody book in my room that's doing my bloody head in. Okay, cool, right. So, of course, this is the last opportunity I get to talk to anyone about Giant Man. We are literally a day away. It's Legends and Liquor. It's probably the biggest Legend news of the year. So I have to go around the table just to see your final thoughts and your final prediction on Giant Man. Once again, shout out to Geek Dad Life and Brian for all of these charts that I've got up on the board here. Let me just get them up one more time. So one more time, this is the current sort of the state of things, if you will, and the big thick red line is Giant Man, and the predictive line is the little grey line above it. So it is currently predictive based off previous data to get backed. But again, there's of course a margin for error, but it's looking good. It's looking good, but it's still got to get over the line. So I want to know what you guys final thoughts. Do you reckon it's going to get backed? Are you in on it, etc.? And also, since Wasp was revealed, what do you think of Wasp? So we'll start up top with Eddie.
Yeah, I'm not super into like the comic stuff, but like Giant Man just looks so cool and is so massive. Like there's always going to be a place for something big and cool in the collection. So I've backed them. I feel like everybody's going to get FOMO, and like you were talking about the Build-A-Figures going for around the same price there has been. So I feel like people are just going to back it just because of that reason alone, but I think it'll fund.
Yeah, it's nice to know that you're a new collector and you're already going in on stuff. That's how it starts. Everyone starts with one figure, and then it just get deeper and deeper and deeper. What do you think of Wasp?
Wasp looked really, really good. I'm loving all the stuff with the female figures now and how like much detail they're going into them, and the double jointed elbows have been great. Like Daredevil Elektra has been one of my favorites so far. So yeah, she's looking really good. Definitely pick her up too.
Conehead Wasp, but that is how she appeared. It's very, very accurate. Good stuff. What about yourself, Mark? Oh, hang on, before we go, Eddie, final, just last guess. Yes or no, will it make 10K?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, good. That's the positive vibes I like. Mark, over to you.
Yeah, well, I've kind of got a whole mixed range of thoughts on Giant Man, Dan. So technically, in a way, I don't really have a dog in the race in that for myself, because I've sort of stuck to collecting classified and sort of Action Force, stuff like that. So I'm a bit behind on Legends, so I feel a bit out of it. But what really made me stand up and take notice a bit was when they revealed Wasp, because I thought, oh, she looks really good. And then when they showed her next to the grayscale Giant Man, like on his arm and stuff, that looks really good as well. So that kind of made me feel like interested in it, but in the sense of for you guys who are going to get it, if you know what I mean, like feeling excited for you guys. But I did think when they showed Wasp, because she does, like you say, she looks really good.
Mark, if you want to meet me in a good mood, this needs to get backed, all right?
Yeah, so yeah, I know. So come on, guys. Yeah.
No, Dan said on the stream yesterday that if he gets backed, Ryan will bring him to MCM. So if he gets backed, we will see it next weekend.
That's nice. A good point, actually. Yeah, I was thinking that just before. I was thinking that it would be really nice to actually see Giant Man at MCM, and obviously, presumably with 1027 as well, to see if they do sort of show him. So it would be nice for that as well. But I think it will do it. I think it'll do it. But I think it's going to be right down to the wire. So, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see, I guess. Yeah.
I hope it backs, and then on 1027 they reveal a really good looking yellow jacket. And they say, well, only the people that actually backed Giant Man can buy this new yellow jacket if they show receipts. Then I'll be like, ha, fuck you all. No, I'm only joking. That was evil, Dan. I'm only joking. So last prediction, will it get 10K?
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be tight, but I think it will get it. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Yeah. Nick, what about yourself? Final thoughts on Giant Man, Wasp, all that?
Well, so I don't collect Legends as much as, most people here, like, similar to what was just said. And however, I've always been a big fan of Hank Pym and Janet and, Ultron, all those characters. So I really want to back it. And I've said this here before. I have a notorious thing that if I back a Haslab before it gets funded, it doesn't get funded.
Oh, shit.
So
Stay
Yeah.
away. Stay away. Nick,
Very
stay away.
nice.
Step away.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried that if I do, then it won't happen. But I do want it really bad.
So you wanted
actually.
a Cookie Monster and a Rancor and a
Yes.
lightsaber? You were that guy.
Yes, I backed Cookie Monster, and I'm still upset about it. I backed the Rancor. Yes, all those ones didn't get back.
You're still upset about Cookie Monster? Come on.
Yes, I'm still upset about Cookie Monster.
He hasn't ate cookies for like 4
Yeah.
years. It's crazy.
Well, I have that
starving.
Fozzie Bear animatronic head, so I guess I should, be able to get.
One day, I want you to wear that for a stream just to freak everyone out.
I should. But yeah, as long as I don't touch it, I think it'll get backed. I'm fairly certain.
Okay, good stuff. Russian Fabrizio, what do you two think in regards to Giant Man? Are you both in? Are you out? Do you reckon it's going to make it?
I hope so, Dan. I was trying to convince Rush to back 5 to help us.
He absolutely should.
But he's on the fence right now. I was trying to convince him. Let's make it happen. Yeah, I'm a little bit sad because we don't have Haslab in Brazil yet. I have a close relationship with Hasbro Brazil marketing team. They sponsor my channel as well. They send me some Marvel Legends to review in my channel, and they are trying to make Haslab happening in Brazil. It would help a lot because we have a lot of good collectors in Brazil. We have a lot of passionate collectors, but we have also very bad customs. So every time we try to import something, it's government taxes us a lot. That's why if we have a Haslab in Brazil, it would be better, and maybe it would increase the numbers fast because we have a lot of people in Brazil that collect Marvel Legends. So I hope it gets funded. But I already backed it on day 2. I did a video on New York Comic Con showing very close to the Giant Man and explained to people in Brazil how to import, how they can do. And people are very excited. I received some comments on the video. Hey, how can I do it? Giant Man is amazing. And it's terrible, man. I'm afraid because this is the cheapest Haslab so far on the Marvel Legends. Even yet, people are on the fence. I don't know. I hope so. I hope it gets funded.
I may have to end up backing it just to help support Brazil.
It's like we take for granted. Like we always moan about the little things, but we genuinely take for granted how easy, accessible these things are. Not just with Pulse, but like there are plenty of independent stores in the UK that I can get Legends from, even if Pulse didn't exist. Like I did. That's how my collection even began. Pulse is relatively new, so we take for granted how easily accessible these things are, and we forget that there's people like yourself that it's literally hard work and more expensive to even be a fan and a collector. So yeah, I completely sympathize. Are there any independent retailers in Brazil that you use to get your collection from? I assume you can't. It must be very expensive to import absolutely everything.
Yeah, we don't have some like comic book shops like here in US. We don't have so much. But we have large retailers like Amazon, and we have some toy stores too that have Marvel Legends. But yeah, you are aware of how hard is collecting in Brazil. I was trying to explain this to Rush, and he became crazy because Marvel Legends in Brazil is like the minimum wage, and one Marvel Legends is like 22% of your monthly minimum wage in Brazil.
Insane.
So yeah.
Wow.
And I was trying to explain this to him because here in US it's very cheap comparing to the minimum wage, but there in Brazil the taxes are so high, and collectors in Brazil have a hard time to get those Marvel Legends.
I've got a trick for you, right? Get a bag, right? Make Rush look out the window or something and just start filling it. Just start filling it, right? Just take what you can and then just do a runner. Get out of there. Get back to Brazil.
Well, again, this is the man that's responsible for me having the Thunder Tank. He's going to be taking home one of my extra Haslab Sentinels. So
that was a great trade. That was a great trade.
Yeah.
Great trade.
So again, it's like, even though I'm on the fence about Giant Man himself, again, when he was first announced, I was no. I'm on the fence. I might have to decide tomorrow whether or not I'm going to. But I mean,
just get in.
Yeah, for sure, man.
You're one of those people.
I may end up having to ship them to Brazil. So
look, just get in. Like every single Haslab has went up on the aftermarket, not down. So it's not like you're losing out on money or anything here. Like, it's a safe bet. Like if even if you're on the fence and it does back and then you change your mind. Like, you can get your money back in a year's time, maybe, but still, I just think it's risk-free if you're on the fence.
Yeah, so those are my thoughts. With Wasp and everything, it's like, I don't care for the classic look. I've got the modern looks. It's like, that's how my collection is, mostly modern, except for the Jim Lee 90s. But beyond that, again, it'll probably decide tomorrow. Again, I'm leaning more yes than I was no last time we chat, so we will see.
Okay, you got to try and tip him over the edge while you're there before you leave for Brazil. Make sure he backs. Make sure you see the receipts that he's backed Giant Man before you go anywhere.
Yeah, okay.
We had a super chat from California Red Devil, so I'm just going to read that.
California Red Devil donated $4.99. I have a screenshot putting me in the top 5 last week in the duck race. Name my duck. Robbed. Great to see Portuguese speakers on stream this week.
Thank you very much, California Red Devil. He says, I have a screenshot putting me in the top 5 last week in the duck race. Name my duck Robbed. I will for the extra super chat. I absolutely will. And he says, great to see a Portuguese speakers on the stream this week. That's not me, by the way. I'm not the Portuguese speaker over there. Yeah. So English,
again, for anyone that does speak Portuguese, Fabricio was kind enough. He just filmed before going on live here. He just filmed a video that he's going to be posting about my whole collection. It's going to be in Portuguese, and he's actually going to have to, dub my voice sometimes.
Put on like a weird voice. Put on like a weird deep voice.
Oh, you're going to have somebody dub your voice, actually? That's going to be great.
Either dub or I don't know how he's going to do it. He's done some interviews with the Hasbro team and put subtitles on, so it's his videos. But yeah, before I even have made a video of my own collection, the international people are going to see my collection first. So
wow,
no, that's great. Share it with the people. Cool. Just whatever you dub it, just dub it to be something he didn't say. Just be like, my name is Rush, and I'm going to give away my collection.
Or just like a really high-pitched voice.
This is all for you.
Like that.
Yeah, like a stupid voice.
This is my Marvel collection.
Okay.
yeah, just setting him up with a fail. But thank you very much, California Red Devil, for the super chat. I will absolutely write down. You've got an extra duck named Robbed. And to be fair, I shared the screenshot myself. I've also already omitted about Duckgate. That is on me. Let's go across to Christopher Allen. Christopher, my friend, now you joined us for the bonus Dan Who Extra show this week. So we did speak a little bit about Giant Man then, of course. But as the majority of the people weren't here for that, let us know your thoughts on Giant Man, if you're in or out, and do you reckon it's going to get over the line?
So I think that there might actually be more people wait until the last minute than most Haslabs, because there's no mystery involved. Like, we already know what the tiers would be if they get unlocked. I'm probably not going to get it, but if it gets to 12K and that zombie head gets unlocked, then I will have to reevaluate, and I'll be like, maybe I do want this.
It's the zombie head that got you.
Well, yeah, I could picture like the zombie Giant Man, and his foot's up there, and Punisher's on his bike, and he's ready to stomp on him. And then I set up my other zombie figures, and I'm like, maybe I do. I don't know.
Sounds good.
I probably won't get it anyway, but I think it'll actually get 14K still.
I'm sticking with that. Wow, yeah, because Chris said on the last stream we did that he's like one of the few that actually thinks it's going to get through all the tiers, and I genuinely hope it does, but we shall see. Time will tell. You got any interest in that Wasp?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up Wasp. Yeah,
Very
she
nice.
looks great. Yeah.
Very nice. What about yourself, Trevor? We haven't really spoke to you about Giant Man recently. Have your opinions changed on it? Are you in? You out? What are you thinking?
I gotta say after seeing it at New York Comic Con, it looks great in person, man. It really is impressive. Like, the face is impressive. The way you change out the faceplates. Dwight showed us a little video that he took. I put that up in my story, and it's cool. I mean, the design is really nice. I mean, it's It wasn't something I was interested in from the beginning. I am on the fence right now, and I know it's like,
How have we got people on the fence right in this stream? Come on now, just
because I'm not. I have like kind of a classic Avengers collection, sort of, but I've been like paring back on stuff. I've gotten every Haslab, Marvel Haslab, and pretty much every Star Wars Haslab that's succeeded, or been in on everyone that's succeeded. This is one I think I got a feeling it's going to hit 12 because I think it's going to hit that 10, and then I think the people are going to see it. Like you said, it's going to be a very low number. People are going to be changing their minds. The people who are on the fence, like me, you know what I mean? Like I should have gotten it. So at that point, maybe I'll jump in, but I'm really trying to control myself with stuff these days, and stuff that I like really don't think I'd shoot or want. But man, it's impressive, man. And I could care less about couldn't care less about the stretch goals. Like if I don't get a squirrel or a zombie, that's fine. The fact that you get the face plates is enough for me. But I think it's gonna hit. I think it's gonna hit 10, and then I think it's gonna hit 12 because it hits 10. I think it just needs to hit that 10 for people to go, oh, okay. Unfortunately, the scalper type people are going to be like, oh, okay, I got to get in on this now. Now
I also think
it's funding.
People will want a second if they know it's backed. They may feel more confident.
That too.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah. And at that point, I hate to be that person, but at that point, it's like that Kickstarter person, like just back it, because you could back out. And maybe I will. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll go and back it now, and then just if I'm thinking about it for the end of the day, as long as it hits the 10,000, I'll back out or something. I don't know. I like to. Yeah, just back Shartimus's Street Humans and things like that. So I like to back stuff like that. Hasbro, I love Hasbro. I don't have any problem with Hasbro, but
Look, I don't work for Hasbro.
I don't feel bad if I'm not supporting Hasbro. You know what I mean? Like they're fine. They'll be fine without me. But I would like to see the people who want this get it. So if I can kind of help that, I guess I'll try.
What about the Wasp?
Yeah, I have that other Wasp. That what was that? The blue one?
The blue one from the retro.
Oh, the card back.
Yeah, the retro.
Yeah, the retro one. That is a pain in the ass, man. That thing doesn't stand up for. It's terrible. So maybe, I don't know. That's not a design I ever liked, but it is that classic, original Avengers look, which I do. Like I said, I do have a bunch of figures from. So maybe, I don't know. It's good that they put it out. I think maybe it would have been better, like if they did it at New York Comic Con or something and showed it, and like had all the people who were there.
Weird that they didn't do it in New York.
Kind of like, oh, look at this, look what they're doing, and the live feedback, because I think a lot of people jumped on after having seen pictures and stuff from New York Comic Con. So, they got to take advantage of that stuff. It's too bad that they're not going to continue it, or it's not going to be going to the MCM, London. Yeah, MCM. That would have been good, but yeah.
Dan did say on the stream yesterday that like it's there's so many more decision makers. It's not just Ryan, Dan, and Dwight are the faces of it, but it isn't their decision when things get revealed. So like he understands like the Wasp sort of situation, but ultimately it is what it is. But it guarantee you that boosted numbers rather. The proof's in the pudding. The numbers have went up since Wasp has been shown. So it's still a head scratcher for me why it took so long. Like I don't understand why that, like you said, why wasn't that at New York? Perfect place to reveal something. They would have been a reveal rather than no reveal. People could have cut pictures, like you said. So I'm the same as you. So and if it does hit 12K, then Christopher Allen will be very happy. That's for sure. But he's turned into the invisible.
I think we'll get that.
Cloud, what about you, Giant Man?
I'm going to be positive and say it's going to back, at least bare minimum. I've been kind of watching it on and off, and seeing it increase is nice. For some reason, I thought it ended today, and I got nervous. I didn't realize we had an entire other day.
Yeah.
I wish I could back it. It's just financially not in the cards. I think it's really cool. I think it fills a huge gap in a lot of people's collections, and I know a ton of people that really want this. So I want it to succeed. Things were different, I'd back it myself. I just can't afford to do it right now, which is unfortunate because I've done their other ones. I've got Galactus back here and the Sentinel back here, and they look great, and it would be nice to kind of pose them fighting, and just can't do it. But I'm going to be positive and say it's going to make it.
Can I ask Cloud a question, Dan? I just thought something. Haslab was. Would you like a Frost Giant? Because your Mythic Legion's a Haslab Frost Giant, like Thor-wise, Cloud. Would that be something that you'd probably consider?
Probably not. I'm a little neurotic and can't cross lines, but it would be cool to see. Like Legions are over here, and then
I get that though. I'm like that.
They're all over there,
with
the exception, with the only exception being the Resistance, and that's only because it's something I did as a child, and it's like an homage to that. But that's one tiny little piece of my collection. Everything else kind of has to be on its own. It's
fair
the
enough.
aesthetics don't always blend perfectly together. Like
that's true.
Marvel Legends stand out. Like they're more bright, more vibrant, and then Mythic Legions has this like kind of rusted, dark, heavy appearance to them. I don't know that they would mesh well. I'd have to see it. Maybe they make one and it looks incredible and it would be perfect. But
Alexi's making me laugh in the chat. He says tattoos ain't cheap, Cloud. Tattoos ain't cheap.
No, this thing was $500. It's the most I've ever spent on a goddamn tattoo before.
That's tell us. That's why you can't get a Haslab. Tattoos.
That's also why I'm not getting myself an Xbox this year, because it was an hourly rate, and the rate at the shop she's at was $250 an hour.
I'm only joking. You don't have to.
And it wasn't a giant man tattoo either. So.
It was not a giant man tattoo.
You don't have to explain yourself. I'm the same. I choose to buy little plastic people rather than play the Spider-Man game. Do you know, like because that would just consume my time that I don't have as well. So yeah, but I get it. I completely get it.
See, what Dan's not telling us is how much Doom Customs is, feeding him in chats. He's going to buy everyone on screen a giant man.
Look, told you, if it gets to the line, I'll be phoning Doom Customs and Michael Bring Toys to work and be like, lads, it's time. Let's go. We've got a couple hundred to go. We can do this.
Just front load those super chats. Front load those super chats.
We can do this. I thought I smelled something. It's Kevin. I thought I smelled maple syrup. There's Kevin in the chat. Kevin, did you hear earlier that Trevor was saying that you stink? That was Trevor was saying that in the chat. He said, "I met Kevin. He stunk."
Terrible. I said nothing of the kind.
Now I'm making him paranoid that he's going to have to go back and watch what we said, and if anything, it generates more views for the channel. So it's psychology. It's psychology. All right, cool. I wanted to get Giant Man out of the way, but I do want to give everyone an opportunity to just talk about toys in general, of course. So let's go around the board and see if anyone's picked up anything interesting of this week, something to talk about. As even with these crazy campaigns going on, we are all still buying toys. It's just that we can't help ourselves. Let's go back up top to Eddie. Eddie, so you were just at New York Comic Con. Have you brought anything this week or anything from New York that you want to show off or tell us about?
Oh yeah, definitely. So when I went to New York Comic Con, the writer of the last Daredevil comic, Chip Zdarsky, was there, and he was really cool. Run, by the way. Yeah. Oh yeah, you finally read it, right?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, so I had him sign a couple Legends. I don't know if it'll come up.
Nice. King of the Fist.
Nice.
And Lady Daredevil.
That is really cool to get the pair of them signed. That is very, very nice.
He was, I had them loose too, and he was like playing with them. I took some pictures of him. Yeah, he was really.
Is he a fan
cool.
of them? Did you get the opportunity to ask, like, does he like Legends? Does he collect Legends?
I didn't ask him if he collects or likes it. I know the artist, Marco Cicchetto, he's always posting, like, anytime there's anything Daredevil related that he's worked on, he like buys the pops and the statues. But he had said that he's seen like Electro around like a lot. But when I pulled out Daredevil, he's like, "Oh, I haven't seen that. Can I have that?" And then he got it and he was playing with it and he posed a little picture for it. Yeah. He was the sweetest of probably the whole convention. So he was cool. Got some stuff signed and remarked. And right before the convention, which was really good timing, the Marvel Knights wave came. So I have like all of them scattered around.
Very nice.
And then I know you guys are talking about how you don't like to mix stuff, but all my Legends are kind of like all mixed in on top of my desk.
Is that like comic MCU or all comic?
It's everything. It's literally everything.
That's fine.
So you got
hang on, let me go full screen for you. One sec. I'll go full screen. Hang on, where's my button? There you go. Start from the side again. Start from the side.
Okay.
There we go. So there's Mary Jane. Make sure she doesn't fall.
Yeah.
Green Goblin's about.
You got.
There's some Spider-Verse in there. Very nice. Still ain't picked up.
Daredevil's up front.
Very nice.
Sentinel. Oh, and I did get those the Avengers anniversary sets for the discounted rates at Target because I wasn't gonna pick them up, but then I saw them on discount and they are amazing. Like that Destroyer is so cool. And I did go to the Tamashii Nation store in New York and I picked up. Oh, they're falling on me. But I picked up the Spider-Verse figures. and they
Oh,
had a
nice.
couple other of them on display.
Very nice.
And yeah, that was pretty much it.
Very nice. I do like a miscellaneous type of display where it just pops a colour and just mishmash all over the place. And some of the MCU figures can be fudged in, like those Moon Knights. Like I know they're MCU, so they can be fudged in. So I like to keep my MCU and comics separate, but again, it's fun to see people's displays. And again, there's no right and wrong way to collect. There's no right and wrong way to display, and that's what is magic about this hobby, is that everyone's collection is just a little bit different, and it's just fun to see. So yeah, really cool. Mark, what about yourself? Anything new this week?
Yeah, well, not much, Dan. Just a few things. Well, welcome, Eddie. First off, as well, welcome to the group and everything. Hope you've enjoyed your time with us. And yeah, I mean, for me, I got. I don't think I showed this on the last Legends and Liquor. So Marauders Barbecue. It was sort of picked up from Star Action Figures for a kind of reasonable price.
Nice.
Picked up Shooter, and I found out this was from Kapow Toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, say again, Dan.
From Kapow,
from Kapow, yeah. And I found out that her code name is based on Jim Shooter, who was a Marvel editor in the 80s. So, and I think he kind of had stuff to do with, so that's where the name Shooter came from.
And she's got
she's
got the Night Force on her as well. She's part of the Night Force, yeah. So she'll go with Big Ben.
Big Ben.
Yeah, pretty cool. I am going to get her for sure.
Yeah. And then the only other thing I've got is a couple more of the Action Force Swarm Hordes, just two more of those.
The red ones.
And then I've got the exclusive ones. Yeah, so they may be coming to Kapow. I don't know. There is a sort of Bobby Valor sort of hinted that they may come to Kapow. So for us in the UK, might be able to get those a bit easier. And then got Blade coming in from Star Action Figures some point in the week. And that's my lockdown.
Very nice. Yeah. Are you bringing some spending money to MCM in case you?
That's all. Yeah, all the spending money is going to be MCM. Yeah. That's me. Yeah.
What about you two then? Have you two? You must have been buying on your trip to America. I'm assuming you've made some pit stops on your way to Rushes. Maybe you're doing a little tour. What have you been picking up?
On Tuesday, we actually went out, drove around town to do some toy hunting because he keeps on hearing from all the things about Ollie's over here in America. So I'd take him to a few of the Ollie's, checked out. Went to a few Rosses since everything's been dropping. I myself have not found anything that I've really been looking for. I've seen things and picked things up for other people, like the Star Wars Rey's lightsaber that's now at Ross for like $60. That was originally what, $250, $300.
Yeah.
I picked up a few of those for local collectors. But me, myself, I haven't really found anything. I found Bumblebee that fits into my Transformers G1 collection, but this is a guy that's shopping and everything. Again, he's going home with the Sentinel.
Help him find some bargains while he's up here. It must be painful to see the prices in Ollie's and Ross. I get jealous when I see those guys finding all these sale prices. What did you pick up anything?
Yeah, I picked Captain Carter Stealth.
Yeah, nice.
On Ollie's, and I picked 2 G.I. Joe Classified 2, and I will get the entire line of TMNT Mutant Mayhem.
Oh, nice. Yes. Did you like the movie? Fan of it?
Yeah, so.
What's your favorite incarnation of the Turtles?
Yeah, I think it's the 2012 2002. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool. So like
I love that cartoon.
Yeah, with the
style,
whited out eyes, a little bit more gritty compared to the cartoon. Like it was after the toon stuff essentially, not these.
Yeah, I'm trying to collect these tunes as well from NECA and Super 7 too. Everything turtle related I'm getting into.
Super 7 are coming out with the 2003 Turtles soon as well.
I hope so.
And Dane hasn't asked yet, but everyone that comes in, they get asked, who's your favorite turtle? And if it's not Donatello, it's the wrong answer.
That's true. So think carefully. Is it Donatello? Just nod.
No, it's Leo. Yeah, I like the leadership.
Since you're a guest, I'll let you off.
Yeah.
And real quick, just because Lexi said in chat, I haven't really picked anything up. I've had some Build-A-Figure parts sent to me by some people in the group, so I was able to finish off Puff Adder here. So thank you, Lexi, and thank you, Christopher Allen.
There you go, Christopher. The community helping each other out. That's what it's all about. And so, yeah, the Serpent Society now has a big beefy
Puffadder.
Puffadder, there we go. Yeah, I haven't even finished building mine yet. To be fair, I think he's still in pieces. Beautiful. All right, let's keep going around. Christopher Allen, then, what have you been buying? Anything recently to show off?
Yeah, I got lots of stuff. I'll try to zip right
Let's
through.
Let's go for it.
Okay. I got the Snow Serpent. I haven't had a chance to open that yet because stuff just keeps showing up. I got the Steel. I gotta say this right because it's not what I want to call it. The Steel Corps Troopers. Yes, yeah. Not Steel Brigade. No.
Yeah, no, careful. That. You get Bobby Vanna coming at you with his lawyers.
Sorry, didn't mean to offend. I got Indiana Jones' father.
Emery. I need him.
Yeah. I got the Grail Knight guy. I was really excited.
Oh, that's the new wave then.
I gotta get him.
Yeah. And then I got Dr. Elsa Schneider to hang out with the Wrong Cup guy. I call him the Wrong Cup guy. Okay,
he did drink the wrong cup. That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's how I remember him. Wrong Cup. I got the Mayfex Catwoman. Yeah, Catwoman.
Oh, where's mine? Where's mine? A shout out again. Oh shit. Again, shout out Scotty C. I don't know. I haven't seen him in the chat for a while, but he's helped me track one down. It went for crazy money on the aftermarket, really hard to find, and he's got his hookups and helped me get it. Thank you very much, Scotty C. So yes, I absolutely have that Mayfex Catwoman as well. She's great.
Yeah, and then I decided to get Hush because I was gonna pass on him because I was missing gaps in my Hush collection, but.
Who are you missing now? Who are you missing?
Well, Big Bad Toy Store put Superman on order, but that's like a year away, and I don't have any of the Batmans, and that's all I'm missing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, find yourself a Batman.
Yeah. And then I got Damian Wayne from the Mezco line.
Very nice.
A lot of people say that it's too tall. Just bend his legs, you'll be fine.
I wish people had more of an attitude like because just bend his fucking legs, people. All right.
And then
you're not gonna have him pose like a lineup, man. I mean, you know. I mean.
Yeah. Who would do that? What an idiot.
Quick, Christopher. Kurt's asking in the chat, where'd you find Indy at? Because he's looking.
I got those all from Hasbro Pulse. They showed up from Hasbro Pulse.
Some of them were sold out on Pulse already, to be fair. That wave is like, they're just trying to get Indy out ASAP, I think.
Yeah.
And then my other Firefly showed up, and it's a lot better than the
this is your second one?
It's actually my third one.
Oh, bloody hell.
Well, Target one was all right, but I saw on Facebook people were saying if you buy it from Amazon, it wasn't really loose at all. So I was like, I ordered that before I got the Target one. The Target one was a little wobbly, but I could have lived with it, and the neck was a little wobbly, and this one's better. It's like barely wobbly, so I'll just have to remember to return the other two.
Otherwise, you can have a squad of Fireflies.
Yeah, it's all right. He's my favorite character. And then I picked up some Dungeons and Dragons figures because I really love this. Yeah, I love this cartoon as a kid, but as an adult, I don't remember anything about it. But I was like, they're on sale, so I was like. And I got the first wave on the Pulse sale, so I was like, I'll add that to my the 5-year-old self of mine.
Yeah, of course, that's what it's all about, and that's a small collection as well, where they had a start and an end, right? You got the 2 waves, so it's easy
you get like 7 figures and you're done.
Yeah,
you don't worry about it no more. And then I got Obi-Wan Kenobi because I forgot to show last week that I got Darth Vader because I thought everybody's talking on the chat. They were talking about how they got the. Darth Vader was going to show up at Target, and I thought it was the other one from Return of the Jedi. I didn't know Target had an exclusive because I don't really pay that much attention to Star Wars. But so I woke up early, so I was like, well, I might as well get that. So then I was like, I'll get this to pair with it.
Very nice. And that's the Wanderer.
The show was all right.
It's called the Wanderer, right? The Wanderer Obi-Wan or something like that.
I don't know. It's Ewan McGregor. I don't know.
He's got. I think because he's wearing the blue, he's called the Wanderer. Nick is nodding, so I assume it's the Wanderer.
All right. I don't know. Ewan McGregor's like my favorite actor, so I was like, I'll get him as Obi. And then I got. Sorry, I'm trying to hurry. And then I got Fang. I got Fang to finish up my Chode, and I didn't know that this figure was completely pinless. I would have bought it for full price if I would have known that. It's a really good figure.
It's a nice figure. It's like people thought we're going to get Wolverine in that costume, but that book is too big for Wolverine, so they'll have to give us a different version. But I was speaking to Dan Yoon yesterday on the channel, and I was telling him, Hepzibah, we need Hepzibah. Oh, wait, no, he's... Oh wait, no, he's not. He's not. No, yeah, for Chode. So Chode, Hepzibah, and Krazer. So yeah, I'm trying to get him to finish a team at least.
Yeah. On the box, it's like pins on the figure, but when you open it up, it's pinless. Good
riddance, plastic-free packaging. Good riddance.
And then lastly, I got the Bat Cycle, which this thing, I know everybody's had this for like 4 years. I haven't. It's really, really cool.
So this is the McFarlane animated series re-release.
Yes, but I love this Bat Cycle.
That's pretty cool.
It like lights up. I didn't know that. It was like a lot cooler than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it looked cool, but then like am I doing that right? It lights up.
Oh, nice.
And then this like spins and it stands up on its own. I didn't think it would because it came with a base. So I thought you'd have to put it on the base for it to like stand up properly, but no, it's really good. The Batman figure isn't that great, but if you put him on the Bat Cycle, the shading kind of blends in with the Bat Cycle, so it looks like he's like coming out of the shadow.
That's what I was going to ask. Does the bike have cell shading as well?
No, but his leg like kind of blends in with the bike, so it's like you could imagine he's coming out of the shadows, I guess.
Very nice.
And then so I got that whole wave. I won't show it all off, but it's good. But like, how's that $30? I don't know.
Yeah,
Todd just needs to make vehicles, man. He makes great vehicles.
Yeah, the cell shading like is put a lot of people off. I think people may have been tempted to get back in on that line, but the cell shading has just put people off. It just doesn't look good.
It doesn't bug me as much because I don't have the other ones, but I see if like you had a character that you want to fit in with that, and then that one's cell shaded and the other ones aren't. That'd be really.
So you need Todd to keep doing cell shading now, so you have a cohesive collection.
I guess. I don't know. Sorry, I'm against everybody else.
Sorry.
Anyway, that's what I got to show off.
Very nice. That's a decent haul there, Christopher Allen. Very nice.
Yeah, it's like 8 things showed up just yesterday. I was like, I thought I had a good pile to show, and then I was like, oh man, there's even more stuff.
That's the way it is sometimes, isn't it? That's the way it is. Sometimes you got nothing until you're ready to show it off, and then it all turns up at once. But good stuff. I need to get that indie wave free. I do want that. Because, again, that's another line that's got a start and an end where there's no more indie figures after Wave 3. So, Trevor, what about yourself? Did you buy anything from New York? Anything pickups?
I bought nothing from New York. I bought nothing, literally nothing from New York Comic Con. I got into, I had a poster from the Godzilla, what is it called? The show that's coming out on Apple Plus.
Monarch.
Apple TV
Legacy
Plus.
Of Monarch. Legacy of
Monarch.
There you go. Of course.
Man, they showed us that first episode, the whole first. This looks really good, man. Like really good. If you're into kaiju and like Godzilla and stuff.
Is Kurt Russell and Wyatt
really
Russell, right, playing the same character?
Yeah. So he played Wyatt. Yeah. They go back to like the 50s, and during the classic time, and Wyatt is the same character that Kurt is in the future.
Cool.
So
that, like, father and son,
it's really cool, and it works really well. And I think the way the character evolves is great. Like it's really cool. It's going to be good. Definitely check it out. I think it's like November 4th or something like that. I picked up a lot since the last time I was on, but
real quick, Dan.
Yeah.
Amanda's in the chat trying to get a hold of you.
The family asked Dan what donut he wants. Just leave me a donut. She went to Krispy Kreme and bought some donuts.
Ooh, nice.
But
That's very important.
But she's went to her mum's, and my nieces and nephews were eating them all. Save me a donut that I'd like. Pick the one that you think I like the most and save it for me. Just I don't
not
like
the strawberry jelly one.
No, I don't like donuts with things in. Like donuts have to have a.
Yeah, I don't like.
Just the donut.
I don't. It's not
like
a
jelly donut.
No, I don't want a jelly donut. I don't want a cream donut. I don't want a custard donut. I have to, if it's a donut, it's got a hole in the middle, right? So
God damn it! Now I want donuts.
So same donut with nothing in the middle. She knows already. Just send me a nice donut. Right, thank you very much.
Sorry for the interruption.
Thank you very much.
No worries. It's very important. I did get Robin. I got Damian Wayne. It's a nice looking figure. I don't care how
if you
tall
think
it is.
he's
It
too
looks
tall,
great.
right? Just bend his leg.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There he is. He's bent. I got Henry Jones Sr.
There you go. Very nice.
Sean Connery. Got my whole new wave of Mythic Legions. Cloud, did you get these? There you go.
Of course she did.
Reinforcements 2.
Vampire is easily the best one.
Yeah, it is. It is really cool, man. I do like the vampire. I think it's the best. Solomon Kane, which I haven't even opened yet. These are really cool. The Limb Toys. It's The Last of Us, but it's called, of course, The Rest of Us.
Oh, yeah.
But this set is insanely good.
Tom, Mini Plastic Multiverse, has been showing them off on the stream.
Really good.
He says he's been speaking highly of them. Yeah.
Yeah. All the stuff that they come with. It's really incredible. These third parties are doing amazing work. And then 6 scale wise, I got the third party Susu Homelander, John Lander, which is a great body.
John Lander, is that they've called him?
It's called John Lander, yeah. The third party 1/6 names are the best in the world, man. They really are incredible category all to themselves. But this is probably the best looking body, but the head sculpts.
I was about to say, what are the likeness like?
Not great.
Let me go full screen on that, so I can.
Nobody's done a good head sculpt on this.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah.
This doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, I'd prefer the angry
just the
one.
eyes, you know.
Yeah, I prefer the angry. Cause that's like a weird smirk, isn't it? It's like he's.
It's weird. Every one of the companies
that silent fart.
Yeah, he shat himself a bit.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, it's like a fourth. Yeah.
This one isn't too bad. It's not horrible, but it's not great. It's still not great, but.
So
it's like when you're a 1/6 collector, you get what you can get, and then like you go and buy other. Yeah, kind of like 1/12 too. Like if it's a bad sculpt, you'll just go out and buy another sculpt from somebody else eventually. If you really want the figure.
You get so many custom head sculpts and stuff like that. Anyway,
yeah.
Like you might get a third party doing like a really solid head sculpt for him.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a very it's very popular, and Gen V is doing really well. So I think we'll eventually get something that's good. But yeah, that's and I got the Boba Fett
Throne room?
The Boba Fett's throne room, a couple of weeks ago.
You really do just collect every scale. 1/6 shooters. So
I'm all over the place, man.
It's such
I'm
a
all over the place.
name.
1/18, 1/12,
and takes photos of everything. All right, very nice. Good part of stuff. Good part of stuff. So, Cloud, are you about to show off the same Mythic Legions? What you got?
I'll show off a different one.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got the same wave.
So is this
still your Vampire Thunder? Sorry.
Genuine question about Mythic Legions. This wave. They announce it and they've got it in stock ready. So you don't know what's coming, but when they announce it, it's ready to ship type thing.
So yeah, they do have some in stock sales from time to time. This one in particular, they needed to make room in their warehouse for the next wave of Cosmic.
Okay.
And then the retailer figures. So essentially what they did is they had a certain amount, and each case is just a set. It's an all-in set. And they were only selling them.
Oh, so you have to buy it as the group. You can't buy them individually.
And these are, if you don't mind, like these are reissued figures with a couple of new parts. Okay. So it's not like something that they have to retool or anything, come up with new tooling and stuff. So it's stuff that they can get done ahead of time, as opposed to like the new tooling stuff.
And are they all army builders as well?
Yeah, they're all army builders.
Yeah.
Some are more deluxe painted than others, but
So people, if they buy a set, to pick what they want, they can easily sell the others.
Easily sell them, easily.
We've already seen people doing that, like, oh, I only wanted these two. And
yeah.
One of them was.
And they'll have them individually next year, and at Legion Con. If you go to Legion's Con, you'll be able to get individual ones too. So
this is the one in the wave that I'm not sure on yet. It's a big ogre. And they gave him like a little, I don't know if you can see it, this gave him like a Cyclops head. Yeah. He's the only one I'm kind of on the fence about, so I'm just going to wait. But then again, if I can go into the Cabal and trade or sell it. There's really such little risk with buying these figures. But I've already seen people like, hey, I want 2 of this, I'll trade off everything else. But they're great. There are some new parts in here, like the vampire that we showed off. We've seen this head sculpt before, but this is the first time. Like, I think most of us are actually getting this. Yep. So this is a new character. He's still an army builder. Like you can see, there's not a lot of paint.
But the new head makes it a new character essentially.
The fins on the side of his head are new, and he's just like a new rank essentially. He's a phalanx guard. So we did get a new character out of it, which is nice. But and then I guess I don't know if I showed this off. I did get these.
Oh, wow. Deadpool and Blob?
Bob? Yeah.
Blob, but I meant Bob.
Bob is on the floor with Blob right now, actually.
Bob and Blob.
I think I showed off the 97 Wolverine.
You said that's the best Marvel Legends Wolverine.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Really?
If we can get the brown costume with this treatment, I'd be really happy.
Oh yeah,
That's my favorite costume.
yeah.
Very, very happy with that. And then I think the only other thing I got was my tattoo, which I'm not showing off yet.
Big reveal soon, though.
Yep, couple of weeks
Okay.
at the con.
Okay, cool. Nick, what about yourself? What you been buying? You said, so maybe we've saved the best for last year because you said you've got something that's related to Cloud, right?
Yes, it's not Mythic Legions, and I'm glad that my
that's where
camera,
my brain went, for obvious reasons.
I'm glad my camera got screwed up because putting this thing together the way I wanted it was a lot more difficult.
You've got full
than I
screen
imagined.
now, no pressure.
All right, so I'm gonna pull out the box because I decided to put it together. When I was a kid, when I was a kid, I collected this line. It's one of the first lines I collected alongside Street Sharks and Gargoyles and Kenner, Alien,
Barnacle,
and Predator. Yeah. Well, Bionicle was a little later.
Okay.
But this is a Ronin warrior, and this is the box here. This is Rio, and so I'm gonna just show it. It's easier.
He
on
looks
the box.
like a deluxe one.
Yes. So
they're all like that.
They're all like this.
Oh.
And they were like this when I was younger too, just not as like over the top in terms of like accessories and how it works.
So that's not two figures. That's white armor that attaches on.
There's kind of two figures. So yeah, you get this guy. You can remove all the armor. You can attach this armor, and it comes with this armor stand here. That's all like an entirely other body.
Oh, okay.
In a sitting position, and you set him on here. And there's all these crazy.
It's like you can set up a samurai style armor and pose him next to. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Tons of facial accessories, different expressions, different hands, all these swords. And like I had to take all these little pieces off of him to get the armor on. Some of it's magnetic, which I did not realize. Mm-hmm. And this is from Sentinel. This is my first figure from Sentinel. Bandai also does these, but they're not as animation accurate. They're more stylized and have like metallic armor, which I do want to get one of those. And I've been wanting to get these. I mentioned it in our chat that I've been wanting to get one of these. And right after I mentioned that, this went on sale on Amazon during the Amazon Day sale for like $60 or something like that.
Our Amazon sale was shit, by the way.
Yeah.
Literally, our Amazon sale had a Ben Riley with £2 off. That was it. That was it in regards to toys. Nothing else.
So, yeah, I was really happy on Big Bad Toy Store. This was like $90 when normally it's like 140 or like 130.
150.
Yeah, and then like 2 days later, I saw it was only $60 or so on Amazon, and it like blew my mind to see that.
Snap it and stuff like that. For sure.
So I grabbed this right away. It's pretty wild. I'm not used to how this is going to articulate yet because the armor kind of wants to.
So quick question, Cloud. You've been showing off them, and you recently showed off a picture of all the different armors, but they're the Bandai versions, right? Or are they these?
No, these are the Sentinel versions.
Oh, okay.
I have Ryo, the red armor. I have the Bandai version of him. They came out ages ago, though.
Yeah, long time ago.
The Sentinel ones are miles better as far as the way the armor fits, the way they move, the appearance of the characters. They're so much better. I don't mind that I missed out on the rest of the Bandai figures because
you've got them, yeah.
I just got these, and I have all 5 of the characters, and then the one that Nick's showing off in the white armor. It's like essentially they kind of combine all their abilities.
Yeah.
And Ryo wears the white armor called the Inferno armor. So I have all 6 of them on display with risers.
Greg Finstad in the chat seems to be a fan. He's screaming Inferno armor. Uses Dunes, The Voice, Summit. Why didn't anyone warn me about Inferno armor? £60 on Amazon. So Greg's not happy. Greg missed out.
I was sharing it. I shared it all over the place.
I have 3 more things. I'll be quick about these.
Greg Finstad needs to become a channel member. He needs to get in the Legend of Liquor group, and he'd see all this. He'd see all this. He's here every week. Why is he not involved? Come on, Greg. Get involved.
Do it. So I have this here. This Elisa Maza. Just pick this up. And I just got this Omega, and I got the coolest thing I got, and I think it's cooler than the Ryo. This is from the Hallmark store. You guys know I collect Hallmark stuff.
Oh, is this an ornament again?
Yes, I
Okay.
hope you can.
So
I hope you can hear this. This is the coolest one I've picked up.
Okay,
I'm gonna.
we'll go quiet. We'll go quiet. Go for
All
it.
right, it's so crazy.
Oh, we can
can't
see his
hear
mouth
it. I can
moving,
see
but we
his
can't
mouth.
hear him. Yeah.
Mm.
You tell us what he says.
Well, he's just talking buddies. I don't know.
Yeah,
what he's
let's
right
see you attempt to do it. Go on. Go on, repeat it. Repeat it.
Yeah,
Go on. Whatever he says, you
quiet.
attempt to repeat it.
Well, you hold them up to the mic.
It's all right. We
But
tried.
yeah,
It looks great.
Cool
though.
that
Guys,
his mouth
if
moves.
you
That's
look-
awesome.
I know. I love that.
His stomach like undulates or whatever you want to say. I don't know if you can see
That's
it. but-
unsettling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to Google that word. I don't even know what that
Look,
means.
you
It
see
means
it
it
like
kind of moves.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it moves. If you look,
Blah, 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 blah,
Oh
blah.
wow!
Oh.
Wow!
yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And that just hangs from your
That's so
tree. That
cool.
is a Christmas tree
But
ornament.
I'm gonna just sit it on my desk because I don't know if that'll support the weight
A
on a
heavy-
little tree branch. Yeah, I was hoping this would fit in with the 3.75 scale figures. It's a little too small, but I might
Yeah.
just stick it on the shelf anyway. I mean, the fact that it,
Nick, instead of like a nativity play, you could have Jabba's palace as like a
yeah,
kind of,
that's
you know,
a, see, that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's so crazy. Its eyes blink, and you can see its mouth moving and everything.
Instead of the three wise men, you can have like three bounty hunters and
Yeah,
Three
exactly.
Jedi.
yeah.
This was $50. Kind of inexpensive for what you would think something that's literally like a little animatronic would be, at least in my opinion.
Is that this year's?
I would say £50
Yeah.
expensive for an ornament
It is?
personally. Like,
It's from this year. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
if you're thinking of it as an ornament, yeah. But if you're thinking of this as like like a little display piece or something that literally talks and has multiple quotes and
it looks cool.
animatronics.
And Mike
Yeah.
X in the chat says, Nick, did you get the one with Han turns to Carbonite?
No, that one is sold out everywhere, and it is skyrocketed in the aftermarket.
Ah, damn.
Oh,
it.
see,
That-
these,
that
see there's a
one-
market from clearly then. So
Yeah.
maybe £50 a bargain after all.
That one literally Han lowers into the carbonite chamber, and like the carbonite thing, like
Oh, wow.
That's pretty
there's
cool.
lights.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Ah.
Yeah,
I had a whole
need to
bunch
get
of those things in the cart in the Hallmark, and I was like, I'm gonna have the Star Wars or geek Christmas tree. Like I had the Battlestar Galactica, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I had like $200 worth of ornaments, and I'm like, this is not gonna happen, man. Like, just
No,
stop
no.
it, stop
No.
it, stop it.
Yeah, that's usually me every year. But then at like the last minute, I'm like, oh, maybe just like these 2 or 3 that are really.
Yeah,
cool.
I've done that.
Yeah.
I've done that. I got
Yeah.
Bo-Katan last year, and yeah,
We've got a lot of geek ones. We have an Infinity Gauntlet that lights up.
yeah,
pretty
that's a good
cool.
one.
I
I have my
usually get-
Hellraiser box.
I usually get the Star Wars exclusives or like the really nice ones like this, but yeah, that's about it usually.
Bring Toys to Work says there's also a Ranky one as well, Rancor. Daniel S says, I've done several nativity scenes with out of place action figures. So much fun. My mum hates it. That would be pretty fun if someone actually sets up a nativity scene. You sneak in like pop culture characters throughout it. Ornaments get more expensive than figures. I've got a $200 Venom one I brought for £20, says Mike Hex.
Oh
See,
my
I
gosh.
told you,
Yeah,
there's
the ornaments
pockets of
are crazy.
communities that collect
Yeah.
loads of different things
Yeah.
that we're just unaware of.
Yep.
But Disney in itself, like pins and all of that stuff, is all a big deal. Like Rush isn't. Rush, you've worked with Disney and places like that, right? So, or you're
Yeah.
close to Disney. There is loads of pockets of collectors of different things, right?
Oh yeah, and Eddie, I never got a chance to say anything. I'm just up the road from you. I'm up in Orlando, so
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Anything Disney related, like at Lowe's or Home Depot, that might be Disney related, are out of stock instantly because everyone up here loves Disney. So anything that's Disney related gets
Yeah.
sold out instantly at all the shops around here. So, like last year, you guys remember me posting about the Lilo and Stitch tree topper and everything, and that sold out instantly everywhere last year and then went crazy on the aftermarket. So luckily the store that was selling it put it back up for order this year, so I went and picked it up already. So
Very nice.
yeah, I just had to wait a year before getting it.
Did
But
you-
yeah, Disney stuff sells out instantly.
Can I get a follow up on that Mickey Mouse animatronic thing you were gonna get and put pajamas on it or something like that?
Again, that has sold out everywhere, and if I end up getting Giant Man, she will probably end up getting the 4-foot animatronic Christmas Mickey from Home Depot.
Yeah, so that's what we're on about. But if Rush was showing off on the group chat a picture of an animatronic 4-foot Mickey Mouse. It was Christmas themed, but his missus was trying to convince him to just dress it up in a Halloween attire so it could be a Halloween Mickey, which is funny.
Yeah, because it's the same size as a small child, so any child onesie will fit onto this.
I remember that.
Just, it could just change with the seasons. Just whatever it is, it could be a birthday Mickey, like whatever it needs to be. Right.
Hey,
Damn it.
I wanted to say, I left this out all stream. I just want to see if anyone knew. Nobody knew. Today is my birthday.
Oh,
Hey!
Happy birthday to
Happy
you. Every time
birthday.
we try and sing happy birthday on stream, it's absolutely horrendous. So we're not going to put you through that nightmare. But happy birthday, Nick. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Thank you. I'm 28 now.
28.
Oh my god, baby.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
but I'm starting to feel old now. With
I don't want to hear it.
Shut up.
No.
Shut up.
You're
Shut
still in
up.
your
With
20s.
these two?
You can't say nothing. You're still in your 20s. You're
that's
good.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. That makes me feel better.
I can see,
I don't remember
Eddie
my
smirking.
20s.
Eddie, I have to ask, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I am 25.
See you, young men.
All right.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're a young man. You're good, man. You're good. All right, nice one. Always good to catch up and talk toys.
Yeah, thanks.
Go on.
Thanks, Nick. I'm putting all these ornaments in my cart again right now.
Oh.
I'm just-
For the investment reasons, he's going to put them straight on eBay in a week's time.
Yeah.
Rush will
I
be there
didn't
bidding
show
on.
it, but that Rancor Boba Fett one's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Make sure everybody in the chat sends some wow wishes to Nick. Firstly for Chicken, it is his birthday. He kept that one secret. I feel bad now that none of us clocked on.
It's okay.
Did you keep it? Did you not? Did you put it in the group?
I thought I did. Maybe not.
To be fair,
I don't know.
Lost.
I
Mike
don't think
X
so.
and
Yeah.
what's it? I'll talk to him in a minute. Northern Nomad. I think he shares everything he's ever found on Instagram in that bloody group. So I'll speak to him in a second. But yeah, that group just pictures of like Northern Nomad sharing. Right, okay, let's go around the board. Thank you very much, everybody. Again, I'll make sure everyone's links are in the description of this video, of course. But let's tell the people where they can find you online. Eddie, always great to have new faces on. Hopefully you enjoyed your time and you will come back. And thank you very much for being a channel member, my friend. It massively supports the channel, so thank you so much. Tell the people where they can find you online, if you wish.
Yeah, I have an Instagram account that I use, Eddie1343 on there. But yeah, thanks for having me on. It was fun, and it was really cool talking to people who know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
So
it's good.
I can't wait.
Yeah, and because like you said yourself, you were a little bit nervous about coming on. You said you're a bit of an introvert. Was it all good? Like, I'm just trying to encourage even more new people to come on board. It's easy, right? It's chilling.
yeah, I am very introverted. I usually don't hang around with a lot of people, but this just felt like I was like in someone's living room in the back corner, just talking with people and having a good time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's
it was
what
really
I like
nice.
to hear. I'm always trying to encourage people. I see regular faces in the chat all the time, and I'm like, look, let's get on. Just come on. Because we know everyone in the chat can talk toys.
Do it
Don't be
once.
shy.
Yeah.
Don't be shy.
Mhm.
We're one big.
And say hi at New Year Comic Con next year for sure, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we will.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Again,
Definitely.
links in the description. Mark, yourself, I'll see you next week. But are you free next
Absolutely.
Thursday, by the way? I haven't even spoke to you about it.
Yeah, I'm free.
Okay,
Dan.
cool.
I can do it.
Maybe we
Yeah,
can do
yeah,
a little
perfect.
stream before we go to MCM. But,
Yeah.
until then, tell the people where they can find you online.
So you can find me on Instagram, Tac Tac Customs, on YouTube, Tac Tac Toys with Film, and most importantly, on Joe's and Juice, and maybe soon enough in person with Dan on Joe's and Juice. Yeah, next weekend.
We will definitely
Bring a measuring tape.
Yeah, we'll definitely film some content at MCM, absolutely. And make sure you subscribe to Mark's YouTube channel. The link is in the description of this video, of course. And then Rush, and let me get the YouTube channel up again. Please plug away, my friend. This is your opportunity. Thank you so much for coming onto the channel. Where can we find you online?
Just search for Fabrizio Marvel or Comics, Toys and Travels, and you should be fine. And thanks for everyone. Happy birthday, Chris. And that was awesome. It's nice chat, man. I love to see some collectors participating, and cool chat to everyone. It's good.
Thank
Give
you.
me some ideas to do something similar in Brazil. I don't do
subscribed.
lives a lot.
I am subscribed and I'm pressing all on the notification bell. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
okay.
understand anything you're saying
you.
unless there's subtitles.
Yeah.
So I'll turn the subtitles
Okay.
on. But I'll look forward to seeing Rush's video for sure.
Okay.
And once that video goes up, I will link it to my page on Instagram at collecting_rush.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'll make sure links are in the description, and I'll put Fabrizio's channel into this chat as well. So please go and check it out. Again, very, very impressive. And enjoy your time in the US, my friend. Safe trip and all that. And glad to see you jump on today. Much appreciated. Christopher Allen, where can we find you online?
I'm an extrovert too, but this welcomes introverts and extroverts. It's a good channel.
Indeed. Indeed.
Happy birthday, Nick. I guess I'll promote my Instagram because I have
do.
a lot of bots coming in, and it'd be nice to get real people.
Yeah, let's get some real people.
Because like, you want to see our pictures, and I'm like, you want to see my picture of Dick Grayson?
Yeah. I'll show you a
Anyway,
dick. I'll show you a dick.
So Instagram is Christopher Allen 254. I think is what it is.
I will check for you. One sec. Let me
I
confirm.
think that's right.
Let me confirm. It is Christopher Allen 254. He is absolutely right. Link in the description. There you go. Someone send him a message and be a real person. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Trevor?
I now have about $200 worth of ornaments in my cart right now. I'm at 16_shooter on Instagram, 16shooter on YouTube, and tomorrow night is Legion's Lounge, Road to Legion's Con episode 4. A lot of the people, if you're going to go to Legion's Con, a lot of the people that you're going to see there. I'm gonna have mouse pads at Legion's Con. So
very nice. I also have a Dan Who mouse pad that no one sees.
Do you really?
Very
oh, look at that!
Very dirty. So I use it for my tea, but yeah, I do have one.
Well, that's why it's dirty. It's tea stained.
Yeah, but
yeah, that's it. Thanks for having me on again, and Nick, happy birthday! And
thank you.
Always welcome.
Welcome.
Always welcome. Always welcome. Cloud?
I am on Instagram at cloud_network. And I'm usually in the chats during the Legion's Lounge, so go check out Trevor's channel. It's a lot of fun, especially when he has like these interesting guests on. I will be there being a geek. And Trevor, I will send you a picture of my tattoo later because I know you can keep a secret.
Where is your tattoo?
Cool.
It's on my my left side.
I literally thought you were about to say my ass then straight away. I thought it's on
No.
my head.
I wouldn't show anybody.
like, please, no.
And then Trevor's like, maybe I don't want to see it. So.
It's between my hip and my ribs.
Okay, cool.
And last but not
Wow,
least,
that's big.
last but not least, it is the birthday boy himself. Again, happy birthday, Nick. I'm glad you wanted to join it with us. Hopefully,
no problem.
Showing off some new toys. Do you have any plans for this evening?
That's not for me to decide. That's for other people. So
Okay,
me know. If not,
whatever you do, I hope you have fun, my friend. Happy birthday. Tell the people where they can find you online.
Watch you on a wonga. No.
Is that what he said?
All right,
there you go.
Thirsty for chicken _ on Instagram. And you're welcome, Trevor. I'm sorry for your bank account though.
Yeah.
And it was
man.
I look forward to seeing pictures of your tree. That'd be great photos for sure.
Thank you.
I got to get a tree now.
That's true. And it was nice to meet you, Fabrizio. It's an honor to have you on here. You have, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think you have like this in the top 2, maybe like number 1. I don't know, like most subscribers as far as figure viewers go.
It's insane. That's an insane number. It's like over 500,000.
That blew my mind.
Like I feel like an idiot here. I've like barely scratched 20k. Absolutely insane. And I think there was a video of you and Shartimus. So there they are, battling it out.
What's up, you guys?
I think you guys
Shartimus Prime here.
Like number 1 or somewhere close, because that's pretty awesome.
No, honestly, bravo. Very, very, very impressive.
Olha quem eu encontrei.
Let me close
I've
that.
been doing this for 10 years. That's why.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, it's impressive.
Doesn't happen overnight. Yeah.
No, of course. Honestly, people don't know the hard work that goes into a YouTube channel unless you have a YouTube channel, because it's so much more work behind the scenes. But
Dan's like, I've only got 20,000 subscribers. I have like 600 Twitter followers, and that's astounding to me. And I do awful things.
Yeah, but you guys are casuals that are just fans. Like I've made a YouTube channel, and I'm like trying to build something. So like it's a different mindset, isn't it? So, but I'm glad I've built this because otherwise we all wouldn't be here right now talking toys. So always a pleasure.
True.
But group 1, get out of here. Let me get group 2 in here. I'm trying not to go 4 hours this week. That's my plan. All right, so you get out of here, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right, nice one. Bye bye, everyone.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, everyone.
Bye bye.
Happy birthday, Nick. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Right, so those guys are dropping out of the call. So if you are in group 2, start sending me those fresh DMs and I'll get you in. Group 2 is Jamie, Tanner, Alexi, Northern Nomad, that sucker himself, Craig, and Dom as well. Dom's going to be joining us. So there is going to be a little bit of room in group 2 if anybody else from the channel members want to join for a bit of spontaneous toy talk. Again, we're talking Giant Man and just general pickups, all right? But I'm doing Giant Man first as that is the hot topic. So yeah, Jamie, Tanner, Alexi, Dave, Dom, and Craig. But there is a little bit of room. So if you are a channel member and you want to get involved, then please hit me up. And again, I'll make sure links for everybody are in the description of this video, as I always do. Let me go to the chat real quick. Let's see who's still lingering here in the chat. So looking at the poll says, will Giant Man get to 10k? So not if you've backed it or not. It's like, do you think it is going to get to the 10k mark? 60% say yes, but 40% don't think it's going to happen. So let's have a little look, shall we? See if it's moving at all. While we are live on the stream. So last time we looked, it was like 7,300 and something, right? So let's have a little look. Right, let's give it a refresh. Okay, it's moving. It's moving. It was on 3,200 and something, 3,320 something, and now it's on 3,000. Why do I keep saying 3,000? 7,350 something. Either way, it's moving. It's moving up, which is what we want to see. Okay, moving up. We've got to try and convince those people that are on the fence to just lean in. Let's try and get this Giant Man. Again, I think I've got a decent video here from San Diego Comic-Con. Again, Trevor and Eddie, they were both at San Diego. They both said it looks very impressive. Look at that. Who doesn't want that in an Avengers setup? Like, that is a solid representation of an actual original Avenger. I will be very sad if we cannot make this happen. More sad, like, don't get me wrong, I would have liked to see the Engine of Vengeance, but I don't feel like that's as important to your collection as a character like Giant Man. So it'll be sad to see this one not happen for sure. So if you're on, get involved. And Kurt K says he's sent a fresh DM. So Kurt is probably going to be our spontaneous guest, which is absolutely fine. So let me get this link out to people. Where is it? There it is. Right. So if you are in group 2, a link is incoming right now. Let me go to the fresh DMs are here. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Hang on. A few people have got them. I'm waiting for a few more. There you go. Dom and Alexi. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Is Jamie? Jamie's not sent me a message. Where's Jamie? I need to send him one. JMG. I think he was testing his stream earlier, so I think he's not in an internet dead spot this week. There you go. Okay, links are being sent out to people now. Beautiful. Let me jump back to the chat then. Get rid of Chrome. Right, that's the poll. Who's still here? Cheeky Monkey Kiara's down at the bottom. Who had a channel? Daniel S said, happy birthday, Nick. Used his channel membership token to say that as well. Yeah, happy birthday, Nick. I feel bad that I didn't say that right at the start. But lots of birthday wishes for Nick in the chat from people. Mike Heck says his tree looks like a toy store. Lady Mac says, thanks, Group 1. Yes, indeed. Always a fun time talking toys. Bring on Group 2. Mini Plastic Multiverse says, hello from Copenhagen. Hope you're all having a good stream. I'll be back. Go back the Giant Man. Yeah, have fun on holiday, Tom. We will see you on Friday as well, I believe, or Saturday next week. And we'll get the Legends of Liquor and the actual Joe's and Juice team meeting up for the first time. There's Scotty C. Scotty, I've been showing it off. I don't know if you've caught a stream yet, but she is here. She made it safe and sound. Thank you so much, my friend. Now I've got the bug to go back and get Harley and the Joker, and I knew this would start that sort of decline, but this is like a recent grail for me, as she was so inobtainable. So I am very happy to have her for my sort of premium DC collection. So Scotty C, you are a legend, my friend. I will hit you up, of course, but I wanted to show it off on a stream. So I'm glad you're here to catch it. But he says, hey. Northern Nomad says, I need the link on IG. Did you send me a fresh DM, Northern Nomad? That is usually... I send it to the people that popped up at the top. There you go. You there 1 minute ago you did. You're a little bit slow. But it's fine. You're here now. That's the main thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... I think we're good. Maybe. Let me start getting these guys in anyway. Let's see what's going on. We've got a few people in the green room ready to go. Right, let me accept them all in. Okay, they're piling in. I'll make sure everyone's not on mute this time. And as Craig's talking, then I'm definitely going to mute him. Okay. Did Craig send me a fresh DM for group 2? It doesn't matter, does it? Because I sent him the link anyway. Maybe? I don't know. I can't remember. Okay, he's got the link. Craig's already got the link. Right, so Craig will be last in regardless, even though he's had a heads up. There he is. Craig, you there? You good? Here you go. I can see him. See him. He's good, man. Right. Let me go up and around the board. Dom, you're up top, my friend. Dom, how are you doing?
Hey, guys. Yeah, all good. Thanks, mate.
What are you drinking?
JD.
Oh, very nice. I can't drink whiskey myself. Not a whiskey man. But you're not in the toy room. Where you at?
I'm in the toy room. I'm just kind of... I've made myself comfy.
The angle's changed.
Toys are there.
Oh, there you are in the toy room then. You're exactly in the spot. That's when I picture Dom, I picture that triangle sort of display, that corner display behind you. Very nice. Alexi, your board's got toys. More figures on the shelf now. How are you doing?
Good. Are you drinking, Dan? Because
I'm always drinking.
Depending on what you're doing is what I'm gonna.
Oh, okay. You're doing that, are
you? You are drinking.
That's
legal
you are for you guys, though. That ain't legal for us. If we did that, the police would arrest us.
Yeah, well, if it wasn't legal, I'd still be doing it. You know what I mean?
All right, have fun, my friend. Let's. We got Tanner. Tanner, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Good weekend. Hopefully my cat doesn't interrupt the stream. You could probably see her to the side just sleeping on my bed.
Showing your pussy off on stream. Stop pretending you don't. I'm just looking. Tottenham don't play till tomorrow. Okay, cool. I'm just checking.
Yeah, we're tomorrow.
You're still top though, right? Arsenal didn't win, so you're still top.
City did though.
Oh,
so
okay.
I think City are above by goal difference.
So Chelsea actually did you a favour. A draw's not a bad result, right? I guess you would have preferred Chelsea.
I would have preferred the Chelsea win.
Yeah, me too.
But it is what it is, and I think in a few weeks' time Spurs play Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
So
we'll see if we can arrange Turtles and Tea at that same time. Maybe.
Oh yeah, definite.
Right, and we've got the man who's wearing the crown himself, the current duck racing champion. It is of course Jamie Gitchard. Jamie, how you doing? I know.
I'm doing good. How are you? Is this coming through all right?
Mate, we can hear you fine. It was only on Dan Who Extra. You're fine. You're amongst friends in that place. It's fine. You're good. Were you in a dead? Was it awkward to watch back though when you realised?
Oh yeah.
How out of sync you were.
God, yeah, it was. Jabba was doing an impression of me earlier.
Who? Jabba? Oh, don't be
stupid. Mixed Jabba.
Oh, you glitchiness.
Yeah.
Well, I'm good to see you here, and you're working all good. Jay's next to you. Jay, how are you doing?
I'm talking connection issues. Can you hear me?
We can. Your internet's
Oh,
up.
fantastic.
They fixed it. What's going on?
No, this is BT with a complete cock-up. I came home Friday lunchtime and nope, there wasn't a thing. So they said they'll fix the fault by Wednesday, but because I have fancy broadband, they've sent me an emergency EE sort of 4G Wi-Fi thing. So I'm on this emergency thing. It just about, I think, can handle the stream. So we will find out.
Yeah, I think from your perspective, you just need Zoom to work and you're good. Where for me, I'd need Streamlabs and all of that. So I probably wouldn't be able to handle the 4G. But you're good. You're fine. All loud and clear, my friend. You're good. Next to you, we got Kurt. Kurt, how you doing?
Good. How are you guys doing?
We're all good. I didn't know you were on today. Was this a spontaneous call from yourself?
Yeah, my daughters are having a bunch of friends over. A little pre-Halloween party, and I didn't know what the ruckus would be like. So if it gets a little too much,
you snuck off,
disappear. Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, all is good here.
Good. Then we got Craig. Craig, how you doing?
I'm fine, Dan. How are you?
I'm fine, mate. I'm fine. You looking forward to this weekend?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know it's our anniversary on Saturday?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It's the first time we met and
When
spoke.
you nearly bit my hand off for a bloody Crimson Twin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's with Jamie? Jamie, who you got? Let's wave at Jamie. Who is it, Jamie?
That is my mum.
Hello, Jamie's mum.
Hi, Jamie's mum.
Does Jamie's mum understand? Oh, really? Yeah, the whole family's here. Hello, everyone.
They literally are.
Do they understand the gimmick of you wearing the crown, or do they just think you're a weirdo? Or do they think that anyway?
As of about 10 minutes ago, they understand the gimmick of the crown.
Yeah, they're probably still looking at him going, what a weirdo. But we appreciate you, Jamie. You got to live the gimmick.
Exactly.
No, all good. Yeah, Craig, our anniversary. So a year ago, the first time me and Craig spoke was at MCM. I was there with Brandon, and I was trying to buy the G.I. Joe, the Crimson Twins. I hadn't decided.
Well, it was the first time we met. We spoke before that.
Yeah,
like,
but in person,
online and everything. But yeah,
but
first time we met.
Craig literally was in front of me, and I was nudging Brandon, going, if this guy buys these Crimson Twins as I was about to, I'll be pissed off. But luckily, it was Craig, and he turned around and goes, Dan, you need these, and I was like, yes, I do. So it worked out perfectly, and so there you go. So yeah, our anniversary, Craig. I'll get you a card.
I want more than a card, Dan. It should mean more than that, mate.
I'm grateful for a card, all right?
He wants a ring. He wants a ring. That's what it is.
And then
I want a Galactus.
That's not happening. That's definitely not happening. And then next to Craig, we got Northern Nomad. Dave, how you doing? It says connecting audio, but can you hear us? I take that as a no. It says connecting audio in the Zoom call. So Dave, we'll come back to you, my friend. It says connecting audio. It probably shouldn't take that long, to be honest. So there's probably an issue. Okay, is he speaking to us? We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
I'll do an impression. How you doing, suckers?
Yeah, there you go. That's probably what he's going to say. Can you dig it, sucker?
How about now?
There you go. Now we can. How you doing?
All right. I had to connect the Wi-Fi.
There you go. Mute us on the TV or whatever you're watching us on, and you're good. You're in the Zoom call now. You're part of the show now. You good?
All right. I turned the TV volume down. Yeah, I can hear you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, welcome, my friend. How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Things are getting better for me gradually.
Good.
So.
Well, hopefully we can be a little distraction for you, my friend, on this Sunday. Is it morning where you are? It's afternoon, I guess.
It is almost 2 p.m.
Yeah, so it's middle of the day on a Sunday. Nice and chilled. We'll distract you for a little bit, my friend. Talk some toys. Use it as an escapism. And let's start off with some Giant Man nonsense, okay? So let me go and check Giant Man one more time while you guys are here with me. Well, that's the wrong button for sure. Yep, that's my... What is this wrong? All right, anyway, back to this. So Giant Man, let me give him a refresh. Let's see if it's still moving in the right direction. So he is. It's moving up slowly. Granted, but it's moving. Again, these charts from Geek Dad Life do give me a little bit of hope that there's still potential. As I said, look at that predicted line. The big, thick red line is Giant Man, and then the predicted line is the grey line, dotted line coming off of that. Currently, it's predicted, based off previous data from Haslabs on the final day, to hit over 10k. So... fingers crossed, people. Fingers crossed. But I want to know what you guys think. Final thoughts on this Haslab. Are you in? Is it going to hit 10k? And did you like Wasp? Does that make a difference? Dom, we'll start up top with you. What are you saying?
I'm in. I've backed it. I think, as we discussed today, the group, the marketing's been fairly sketchy. Not knocking sort of Dan's... Dwight and the other guys, they've all been sort of doing their bit, and Steve on Instagram and stuff.
Steve's hammering it, isn't he? Steve's proper going for it at the minute.
Yeah, if they were going to do, I get not having the stretch goals. Like, I don't necessarily agree with it, but I get it.
Yep.
But if they'd have then said, right, we're not having the stretch goals, we're doing an Avengers wave, and then every 4 days did like, right, here's your Wasp, here's your Swordsman, here's your Crystal, just to keep people talking, to like build out of that picture.
Free for me. Free characters I want.
Yeah, like just even just random Avengers, but it would just give people that more like, wow, this go. And they go like, oh yeah, we know it's coming. Well, we don't, and we don't know what's coming. Like say, oh, it's bringing Crystal, and everyone like pictures Crystal, and then she comes out with like 90s fied and jacket and stuff. And it's like, that's Crystal we want. And and they got a habit of doing a character, but not in the way people want it. So I think that would have gone in their favour. And I know he's Giant Man, but for me, he is too big. Like, the only way I can make him kind of work in the collection is to have him sort of down on one knee with characters around him.
Just use the Christopher Allen technique. Just bend the knees.
Yeah, bend the knees.
Bend the knees.
And then it'd be for me at least. Then it's not like another 12 inches just empty space around him, because I don't have him. I just can't see it in my head. But yeah, I backed it. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll do the distance. But yeah, lessons learned, I guess.
Yeah, we shall see. Rich is telling me in the chat that it's currently not hitting the predictive line, which is scaring me a little bit. So Rich has just said, do you know it's not actually hitting the predictive line, right? So I assume maybe it's a little bit off what the predicted line should be. So that does worry me a little bit. So what is it right now?
Yeah.
Right now it's 7,300. So if we go to this with... so... 7,000 would be maybe there. So yeah, maybe it is a little bit off the predictive line.
Yeah,
Scary
it
times.
should be on the grey line, shouldn't it? To be on the predictive, it's got to be on the same curve, so it's a little below.
Yeah,
not great. What they should have done is leave it, like finish it a week later, because I know most of the guys in the States are on the weekly, but a lot of us guys in Europe are on the monthly.
Yeah.
So to finish it right at the arse end of a month, like but before payday, just doesn't make. I know people have time to plan, but when do collectors ever plan?
Yeah,
like,
I agree. A week late, an extra week. Like, again, not saying it needs an extra week now, but the original time it should have ended should have been end of the month, like you said. Because myself, I get paid on the 28th of each month. So this is just before payday. So unless I was planning ahead of this, it would be harder for me to make a spontaneous decision.
100%.
So yeah, I do think the timing for the end of the campaign isn't benefiting anybody here. It's very awkward. Tanner, what you saying? Yourself? Are you saying you're in that boat?
Well, it is benefiting me because I get paid on the 23rd. So the money comes in and it's straight away available for it. So
yeah, look, I guess it's different for everybody, but I think I think an extra week would definitely make me feel more confident. Anyway, that's for sure. But what will be now. We'll know very soon. 1 day and 10 hours. We'll find out for sure. So Dom, just the final thoughts, just to clarify, you think it will hit the 10K?
I think it'll do the 10K. I don't think it won't hit the stretch goals, but I don't think I give a shit about the stretch goals.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it will probably do about 11, I'd say.
I hope so. Hope so. I really do for my collection's sake. Let's go across to Alexi then. Alexi, what are you thinking then? Final thoughts on Giant Man and all that stuff going on.
It's over, Dan. It's fucking over,
Don't say
man.
that to me.
Listen to all my legends. They're all going up. I'm sending them to Shartimus. I can't do it anymore. Fuck, man. This will be the second Haslab that I backed in a row that doesn't fund. And I'll definitely be disappointed. Disappointed in a lot of you because you're saying that you're not interested and you're waiting till the end, or you want a zombie head for some reason. I don't understand that logic, but it is what it is. You know, they fumbled it hard with not just with the advertising, like everyone has mentioned, but also just with like the gouging on Engine of Vengeance and I don't know. I want to say that they didn't give people what they want, but fuck, do people know what they want? Because
that's the problem,
every time,
that's the problem.
like every time they're like, how could they have improved? It seems like everyone has a different answer. Even the same people have a different answer when they're asked that question again. So I'm in a few collecting circles, and the answers or like the responses that I've seen, I'm just like, what? So I don't know. I do think that if Giant Man doesn't get back, that no one is ever going to get a Giant Man for their collection or like a modern figure of classic Giant Man. Because obviously there's the Toy Biz bath that everyone is the hill that they're dying on, but it's not even that good of a bath anymore.
Aesthetically, it doesn't fit anymore. Absolutely. I've got the picture. I'll find the picture. But aesthetically, I don't think it sort of fits into a modern collection anymore. I completely agree with that sentiment. Where's the image here? Let me bounce to this one. Well, what's that keep happening?
There it is again.
Sorry, that's on me. There it is. So there's that builder figure. And don't get me wrong, the Toy Biz days, they held strong. They have the history with Legends, but history changes. and like this Giant Man is just such a aesthetically more pleasing figure for a current modern collection. So yeah, this will have sentimental value, of course it will, but no one can honestly say that figure is better than this Haslab. Like, honestly, really, does anyone really think that's a better figure? Like, come on now.
Look at them ball joint hits stuff.
It was good for the time, and don't get me wrong, it still holds up compared to a lot of the Torbis figures, but not compared to what we could potentially have in our collection. Like, come on now. So I completely agree with Alexi. Like, come on.
I want it. I backed it early on. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's gonna get. I think if it hits 10K, it's gonna be by the skin of its giant teeth. But I don't think we're gonna hit the stretch goals. So we'll see what happens. I'm over it at this point. I'm not over it, but I'm cautiously optimistic. Like Nick said, I've already gone in on stuff that failed, so no stranger to that feeling.
Yeah. Again, what will be. Of course it will. But as I said, if it backs, I'm super happy. But if it doesn't, I'll be sad. But it's not the end of the world. There's worse shit going on the planet. I don't want to bitch and moan about toys. But for my own collection, I will feel like there'll forever be a missing piece, more so than the Engine of Vengeance, for sure, anyway. What about Wasp? Do you like the look of Wasp?
I actually don't like the look of that Wasp.
Oh, okay.
I know what she represents, and I'm going to get it if Giant Man funds, but I was hoping for the look that she had maybe just after that, because I don't really like the Stinger hat that she has.
I think that's why they changed it in the comics. Not a lot of people did like it.
Yeah, the double joint and everything else is there. Her face sculpt is a little... actually, you know what? She's amazing. She's fantastic. You absolutely need her, and you need to back Giant Man, and everyone needs to get her. I'm in love with her. I'm physically in love with her. It's the first time I've ever had feelings for a piece of plastic.
I know that's a prototype, but the face sculpt does look good.
Yeah. Wow. I'm getting hot right now.
There you go. That's what we wanted.
Is that up for pre-order yet?
No, not yet, my friend. I'll let you know.
Dan, show our feet, and then Alexi will be a lot more.
Hang on, let me go back. Hang on, I can do that. Alexi, what are you saying? Look at those feet.
Oh God,
that just sounds weird when you can't see them.
They look like her head, nice and pointed.
They are. It's very true. She has got a pointy head. So okay, cool. So Alexi and Tom both 2 for 2 so far. They're thinking it's going to happen. Get over the line. And there's a fly, by the way, flying around. So if you see me clapping and stuff, I'm trying to get this fly. I'm just letting people know in case they think I'm being weird. Tanner, what about you, Giant Man?
I thought you were doing the New Day clap there for a second.
New Day, yes it is, dude. No, it's a fly bugging the shit out of me, so ignore me.
Okay, back on point. So, Giant Man, I've backed it. I hope it does fund. Although, as a Spurs fan, I'm getting a familiar sinking feeling in my gut just looking at those numbers.
Yeah, you're used to
I'm used to this. I'm used to the disappointment because of my football team. So I'm getting a same familiar feeling. I would love for it to fund. I think as time goes on, it's getting less and less likely. I don't want to be the negative one here, but because of experiencing this year on year, I'm starting to get that sinking feeling in my stomach. But on a good note, if it doesn't fund, I'll have an extra 200 quid to spend for the month.
Yeah. I just want to point out a comment in the chat. Figlock, please don't take us so serious. We're not one of these channels, mate. We're just having a bit of fun. You can, of course, do what the fuck you want with your own money. Back Giant Man or don't. That is your decision. But we are just speaking for ourselves each and every time, okay? So don't stress, honestly. It's just not a battle worth it, honestly. It's not that channel. You've come to the wrong channel. It's toys. It's toys. If you don't want to spend your money on it, don't. Simple as that. End of conversation. So yeah, okay. So we're optimistic, people. 60% in the chat still think it's going to happen. Jay, what about yourself, Giant Man? What are you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling that I still want a Haslab Rancor, and well, that went well on the last day, and I'm starting to get a bit of deja vu here, and it might be. Now, I was quite confident we were going to be fine, but the last few hours, I'm starting to think we might fall a little bit short because the Rancor fell like 300 people short, and they could have just made some numbers up and just made the thing, but apparently not. So I'm starting to feel, and Rich's point about the curve, it is tracking below the prediction level to make it. So I'm starting to get a little bit panicky because I would like a Giant Man. I did back at day one. And if this, my main thing, if this doesn't fund, what do we want? What do we? Are we just actually trying? Is this a protest vote?
I don't know. People don't know what they want. They want more for their money, but it's just realistically, it's not as simple as that, is it? It's awkward. That is the. It's like when I ask Amanda what she wants for dinner. She's like, whatever, and then I'll be like, do you want this? No, I don't want that. Do you want this? No, I don't want that. I'm like, do you even know what you want? No. So like anything I say is going to be the wrong answer. Like you just don't know what you want. And us as collectors, I think genuinely, like we don't know what they want. They want more for their money. They want to see value. And
free shit.
Yeah,
free shit.
People have been saying that Giant Man should be 150. Okay, that's fair. Maybe it should have been, but I still think in this current climate, I see the value for myself. So again, I'm scratching my head. It's an A-list Avenger. Like Bug Nice just made me, again, I keep repeating what he said because he made me laugh. He said, read a comic, like an original Avenger. Like I don't know. I'm very confused of what's going on with Giant Man. Like, I get the Engine of Vengeance to a certain extent, a more modernized character, a big vehicle, people don't want it, but Giant Man is Hank fucking Pym, people. Sorry, I shut up now. Uh-oh, that BT connection. Oh no! No! Clearly the BT are not fans of Giant Man. BT do not want back Giant Man. BT are against Giant Man.
Hasbro heard what he said. They've cut him off.
BT, I just do not want him back in Giant
Man.
Like,
pulled his plug.
Pulling the plug. All right, so when Jay comes back, we'll jump back to Jay, but for the time being, we'll go over to Kurt. Now, Kurt, again, you're a casual Marvel guy. Like you love the brand, but you've been picking up the X-Men this year. That has been your mission. So seeing the Giant Man campaign, just as a casual, have you been tempted to go in on Giant Man at all?
I am tempted. I'm pretty close. I actually, when I went to back the Ghost, I was setting up a PayPal credit account, and it didn't charge PayPal credit. So I got whacked with a $500 bill I wasn't expecting to pay at that time. So I'm like a little hesitant. What I think I'm going to do tomorrow morning is I'm going to charge it on PayPal credit, and then I'm calling Hasbro customer service, and I want to see what it looks like on their end. So I don't get stuck with another 200, and then probably the $10,000 in divorce proceedings after that.
Yeah, that'd be more expensive. See if the divorce lawyer will take PayPal credit.
Yeah, no, I love the way it looks, and I do believe that because it is going to be on the lower side, I do think we'll get over 10,000. If I understand the way they add those international backers, you probably have another 1,500 or so coming tomorrow.
Dan Yoon said on my stream yesterday that once a week they add on those numbers. So there is still a proportion of those numbers to be added before the campaign ends. So we've just got to hope that it's a decent amount to be added. But you're absolutely right. There should be an overseas number added to what the current lineup is before the campaign is over.
That's got to be at least 1,500 to 2,000.
You'd like to think, but you just don't know how. Like we heard earlier about how hard it is to buy in Brazil. Do you know? Like so, the people that want it, there's probably enough people that want it, but is it accessible to them? Do you know? Like we don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a unique enough character. I wanted to ask Lexi, based on his comment about that Wasp look, besides maybe the gold Iron Man, which I think everybody first appearance, are there like 3 or 4 others that you'd like to see in a wave to go with it to sweeten this up?
It's a tough call. If you're going to put stuff in the wave, then yeah, I think some first appearance Avengers would have been good. We actually still don't have a really top-notch first appearance Captain America. In my opinion, just me.
You're speaking for everybody, Alexi.
Everyone feels this way because the last Captain America we got, the 20th anniversary, it still had all the pins. It was literally just a repaint of the 80th edition cap, and everyone was really excited about it. But when it came out, I was like, what the fuck? So it's a really good cap. It would have been cool to see another cap because I feel like of the big 3, he's the one that we don't get as often, at least not Steve Rogers. Other first appearance, it would have been cool to get like a Nick Fury Senior, which I believe is the proper way to say that. That would have been really cool because right now I just have old Nick Fury Senior head on the Shield Army Builder pack. I don't know. I'm with Jay. Like, what do we want? Like, I know what I want, and I know what a few people close to me want, but apparently there's a lot of raw nerves and emotions in the collecting community, and it seems like it's more about Hasbro not winning than getting something you want from Hasbro.
That's what I find frustrating. It's like, I understand that people, there's a portion of collectors that don't want to support $1 billion business with a crowdfunded project. Like, whether I agree with that or not is irrelevant. There's definitely a portion of people where that is the reason they're not interested. But for me, like, I'm not thinking about Hasbro. Like, I know that's a selfish mentality, but like, I'm just thinking about, I'm trying to build a Marvel collection because I love Marvel. Like, it's Marvel that I love. It's not Hasbro that I love. It's Marvel that I love. And I'm trying to build a nice Marvel collection. So, well, of course, if this is my opportunity to add these type of characters, then I'm sort of not forced by any means. Of course, you're still free to do what you want. But that's the one avenue I'm being offered. Then it's up to me to make that decision. Do I want to go down it? And for me, I'm okay with that. But yeah, I think for, like you said, a lot of people just want to see Hasbro fail, which again is fine, of course. But I just feel like, why should a community of Marvel fans miss out on a great addition to their collections just to try and send a message that ultimately probably won't be taken in the way they want it to be? Maybe, I don't know. Again, we're all only speaking for ourselves here, but yeah, I don't get the logic there. Again, I'm looking at this as, I want to back Giant Man for Giant Man. I'm not looking at this, I want to back Giant Man to support Hasbro. That's not my mindset. I'm looking at this because I think Giant Man will look great in my collection. It's not about Hasbro. It's about Giant Man. That's how I see it anyway.
I mean, does anyone want to back Hasbro for Hasbro's sake, besides maybe the people who work for Hasbro? Maybe some stockholders? I mean, I'm with you. Like, when you see something that's quality, and I do think from all the pictures I've seen, I didn't get over the Hudson to see the figure in person last week, but everything that they've shown looks really wonderful. And, you know, I wasn't into it at the time of the Sentinel, but I've got Galactus, and I think this one would look pretty cool on the shelf. So, again, if I can figure out that PayPal credit, I'll be involved, definitely, no question.
That's how I got my second Sentinel, was PayPal credit. So it is, if you can make it work, then yeah, happy days. But yeah, very frustrating. Let's go back to Jay. So Jay, clearly the BT are these Hasbro haters or whatever they may be.
They've tried to shut me down. I've had to restart. I knew they wouldn't like me. But what I was going to say before they threw me off was, I don't get how we live in a world, it seems, where they could sell 32,000 Galactus at 400, but you can't seem to shift 10,200 Giant Man. Yeah. So I don't get what sort of message we're trying to send, what we want, because I don't get how you can go from one to the other. It just doesn't make sense to me. I thought this would be maybe backed in the first couple of days. I'm just very confused by it, to be honest with you.
I agree. I would assume that these 30,000 people that back Galactus are Marvel fans, because Galactus he's not a main Avenger. Do you know, you need to know Marvel or to know who Galactus is. And like, I feel like Hank Pym is as more important, maybe. So again, it was up for debate, but he's as important at least as Galactus to the Marvel universe in general. So yeah, I'm confused like you. I'm like, okay, where's what's going on here? Where's the misconnect? Is it the price? Is it that it's too big? Is it that just people don't want it? Which again, all fair answers, I guess, but I'm still confused. I'm like, okay. So we're nervous, Jay. We're nervous. You still there? Yeah, I'm just checking on you.
They got to him.
They got to him again. They don't want him back in this. They want I get called a Hasbro all the time, which I hate that fucking phrase, and a shill all the time, but these are from people who don't watch my channel. Like, they take maybe a sentence they see or hear or a comment out of context. Like, again, I don't work for Hasbro. Dan told on the stream yesterday, like, confirmed, Hasbro don't send me shit. I just love Marvel Legends. Like, that's what I love.
Dan confirmed Dan confirmed on the stream yesterday he works for Marvel or for Hasbro, and they don't even pay him that well. So
yeah, true. But this is the thing. Like, I hate that Hasbro, that shill, that bores me at this point. It's like you clearly don't watch the channel. I think if anyone actually invested some time into my channel, they'd understand that I'm just like everyone else. We just love toys. We love collecting. I love this hobby. So yeah, like people on this stream have said they're not backing Galactus or Haslab, and we're like, that's fine. It's okay. It's weird. Just, yeah, it's weird. Poor Jay's dropped out again. Sad times. We'll go across to Craig then. Craig, what are you saying?
Well, firstly, I'm just saying it's lovely not to be having any internet problems for once. Jamie last week. Now it's
you've
Jay.
clearly passed them on,
You know, I might pick someone else this week. You know, it's coming to you.
To be fair, Craig, it is a little bit touch and go with my internet at the moment.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I think it's, well, I don't know what to think at the minute, really, about Giant Man. I've backed it from the get-go, so I want him in my collection. It'll be my first Marvel Haslab that I have backed. So, yeah, I'm just fingers crossed, toes crossed. Wasp looks great. I've said loads anyway on Jay's stream and on this stream about what I think about all the. I think they've done a good job with it. I just think like we said, the advertising's just not there. Like nothing's. They haven't been like, they don't advertise it as much as G.I. Joe. They're always videos, or they're always doing pop-ons on other streams, and they're always trying to get that product out there, and they're selling it. But I just think Marvel's just played this one a bit too safe, and it might come back to bite them in the bum, to be fair. But if it was me, knowing this might make or break Haslabs for them, I'd be pushing it. I'd be getting it out there. But you know, as for figures like a Wave, maybe a Crystal, a Swordsman, and you know, there's loads of Avengers characters that we've not got that we could do with. So, you know, it's just time will tell, won't it? But if anything, me and Rich will have an extra 200 quid to buy 2 drinks with. So, you know,
London prices. Yeah. Don't get a Giant Man. We can buy a drink in London.
I might be able to afford you an anniversary card.
Oh, yeah, we could just give each other a card.
I'll tell you what, I'll make you one.
Oh, cheers, mate. That means I say that to Amanda every year for our anniversary. I'm like, can I make you a card? And she gets really angry with me. And I'm like, surely me making a card would be more effort and more personal than a brought card, but whatever.
Maybe you're not good at it.
Maybe or maybe that. RIP to Jay. He's unfortunately been taken down by BT. BT clearly want Giant Man to fail. They've broken his connection, and he said he's going to have to sit in the chat. He's been shut down. So RIP Jay, we miss you already. But I'm like Jay. I'm nervous, but I'm trying to stay confident. And I'm just laughing at some of the comments here. Again, I'm not trying to start drama. People love drama, don't they? But if you're a hater lurking 2 hours into Legends and Liquor, then you need a life. But I'm like, what was it? Compulsive Collector says it's really funny to me that people who think this campaign falling short of 10k to a 2 million gross company would really hurt Hasbro in a significant way. Again, people have got to send their messages in their certain ways, I suppose. And yeah, it's true. I do have a bum with a pirate hat as an emoji. Come on now. I'm very self-aware. But that is also an ironic emoji.
Just add another point as well on to what Jay said about Galactus backing and so many of that backing. I think it was the time of, you know, the economy at the time. Don't forget, everyone, it was during COVID, wasn't it? Or was it towards the end of COVID?
I can't remember. It was in a time where people were doing less, I guess.
Yeah, people are doing less, spending less money, going out less, not eating out as much probably and stuff. And, you know, people sat at home as well. A lot of internet shopping. So, you know, people have, and like you say, people have to know who Galactus is to want to back him. So, and it's the same with any other characters really, but Giant Man, he's just like there, and he's been there from the first Avengers comic. So
I think he's integral to the collection personally. Again, Hank Pym as such. Maybe I guess you could argue Iron Man, or if you've got an Ant-Man, do you need a Giant Man? Again, this is all up for debate, and that's what's magic about this collecting game. It's like there's no right and wrong answer. It is personal preference. It's what you want. And again, let me just blankly stay as a statement that we're talking toys, people. There's so much shit going on in the world right now. This is a first world problem, talking about if a Giant Man will get backed or not. We're in a very small bubble. The grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. Of course it doesn't. But this is just our escapism. So we're just talking toys. It's meant to be a harmless bit of fun. So I'm not here for the drama. But we're just 24 hours away. It's the hot topic. What can I say? It's the hot topic. Let's go across to Northern Nomad, the sucker. Dave, how you doing? What are your thoughts on Giant Man? Are you in? Are you out? What do you think the campaign's been like so far? Do you like the Wasp? What do you think?
I mean, I think he looks pretty cool. I mean,
You're a DC guy, ain't you? Usually, your collection is like crazy DC.
I'm both. I bought this one like a couple years back during the pandemic. This is Hank Pym as Giant Man, but normal human size.
That's true. Very true. From the Ultron Build-A-Figure Wave 2015.
I think so. And then, of course, I've got this Ant-Man Hank Pym, which I think was the retro one.
It is indeed, yeah.
And then this little mini me of him.
Don't sneeze near that, you'll lose it. So that brings up that lines up perfectly with the point I was just making. So do you have them in your collection? Do you feel like you have a Hank Pym representation? You don't need Giant Man.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. I also have these two Janet Van Dien Wasp figures. This was the more modern one that I think Rush was talking about.
Yeah, she's in the same wave as that Giant Man you just showed in that Ultron wave.
And then this was the retro one that who was it? 1/6 shooter said he couldn't stand. So
yeah. In the blue was a throwback to the old Toy Biz variant that was like super elusive and rare that never really made it to market, but that's why it was blue. One of the rarest Marvel Legends ever is the blue Toy Biz Wasp.
They're popping up, going down in price, them blue Wasps as well now.
And the retro
before,
cards,
you couldn't find them for ages. They were so expensive.
Yeah.
And now they're just shooting down because of the new reveal.
So you've got a nice collection there, Dave, of Wasps and Giant Mans and Hank Pyms, whatever. So are you feel like for you, just for yourself, you don't need this Giant Man, you're good?
I mean, it would be nice to get them, but yeah, it's not like I don't have to have them. I had previously, I did have Galactus and the Haslab Galactus and Sentinel, but I had to sell them for financial reasons. I never even took them out of the boxes. So
yeah, sad times.
But yeah, no, maybe I'll end up being one of those suckers that will get them on the aftermarket. So,
but is it? Do you reckon the campaign in general though? Do you reckon it's gone good? Do you like the look of the new Wasp? Like, how do you think?
Yeah.
It's gone?
Yeah, I think that new Wasp looks pretty cool. Regardless of if the Giant Man Haslab funds or not, I'd probably get her later next year or whenever. So, but yeah, so.
Yeah, very nice. I think Rectangular just came out of a video leaking some stuff. Not as much information as last year, so they've obviously got a little bit more tight-lipped. But there is meant to be an Avengers retro carded sort of wave. Maybe Wasp's a part of that, and then maybe, like Dom said, we can get characters like Crystal and Swordsman and Jack of Hearts, just crazy deep-cut Avenger characters. But, like Dan said...
Some of those more obscure ones.
Yeah, I'd love that. But then Dan on our stream yesterday was obviously reminding us that Hasbro have to consistently put out the Iron Mans and the Captain Americas and stuff like that. So there has to be that balance. So still intrigue new collectors, still please retail consumers that are just have basic knowledge, and also us collectors who we were figured out on this stream. We don't know what we want. It's like that meme from what's that film where she says, what is it? Is it The Notebook? Someone knows what I'm talking about, right? In The Notebook, he's shaking her going, what do you want? What do you want? No? Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Probably seen it. Yeah.
I only know that from the meme.
Yeah. It's one of Amanda's favorite films. She's seen it loads. Someone in the chat knows what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Help me out,
one of
chat.
Amanda's favorite films.
Yeah, help me out, chat. Fuck it out. Okay. Queen Comics says he's got the Toy Biz Blue and White Wasp. Yeah, I believe that Toy Biz Blue Wasp is like super elusive. Like genuinely one of the rarest Marvel Legends. Not saying it's a great figure, but it's a rare figure. That's what I'm saying. Very interesting. Yeah, the chat. What's weird is that the majority of the chat seems to be comfortable with the Giant Man project. This is what's weird. It's like the majority of people seem to like the project, and I guess it depends what circles you roll in, I suppose, because I have sort of disconnected from a lot of the groups that I just wasn't liking the vibe. So I guess that's my own fault for being in the certain circles I'm in. But I see more positive than negative in general. But yeah, curious. Jamie, what about you then, my friend? When it comes to Giant Man, you're in, right? You've jumped on board.
Yeah. I was unsure at the beginning, but now I'm in fully. Want it to back. I'm not too fussed about the heads. They're not the main source of why I want it anyway.
Yeah.
As for the Wasp, I think she looks great. That face sculpt is like perfection. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. What you saying then? Do you reckon it's going to make it?
I hope so. I really do. I mean, if it doesn't, then I can upgrade my phone and stop this internet from freezing. So there are swings and roundabouts.
The chat ain't helping me out. Paul McCarthy's. Why do I say that every week? He says you're on your own, Dan, and displayed one, so I thought would at least help me out with this one. He says even I thought The Notebook was shit, and my favourite film is Lizzie McGuire movie. Look,
we could go with a different reference and do the "What Are You Waiting For" from I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh yeah, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Yeah, that's in their Scary Movie as well. They parody that, right?
Yeah, and then the car comes and hits Cindy. Spoiler alert.
There you go. Very good, very good. Surely someone out there has seen The Notebook. Surely, come on now. I don't even think it's a great film. It's a man. I promise you, it's a man.
Can't say I have.
Where you at with my donut? Come on, help me out. Come on, fucking hell. All right, cool. Let's just keep it casual then. Giant Man is stressing everyone out. It's stressing out is probably the wrong word. It's tense times. 24 hours virtually to go. 1 day to go. Will it make it? Will it not?
I believe a good analogy for it, football analogy, squeaky bum time.
Squeaky bum time.
Yeah.
If you're a Man United fan during the Alex Ferguson era, you will know all about that. And it's moving. It's gone up about another 10 or so since we've been talking. So it's moving. At least it's going up, not down. The Rancor started going down at this point, but the Rancor did get within hundreds of backing, and then it just people panicked and started unbacking it because they thought they'd get charged. I don't know what's going on, but we're close. But not close enough. Not for my liking. So let's keep it casual and just talk pickups, toys, all of that good stuff. Dom, what have you been buying?
Been buying all kinds of random shit.
Show. I like random shit. Show us what you got.
Last Legends of Liquor. Comics Cocktails had a stream, like real sale. But this bad boy.
That is massive.
It's ridiculous.
That is massive. Have you even read the comic with that in? Like, were you aware of it?
I've read the comic. He's in it for like a minuscule second, yeah. But for 20 quid.
Can you put a character in it? Can you put someone in there?
Yeah, the whole it's like like an RC car, so the plastic cage comes off.
Oh, okay. I think I know. I think I have seen pictures. Yeah.
But it's got some weight to it. It's a big old boy. What else? This game as well.
You collecting vehicles?
Collect everything. I've got problems.
Is that the Batman film version, the all black version, or the Flash version?
That's the proper one.
Yeah.
Rather, they say the first one. Like, why even have a different color canopy? That makes no sense.
Yeah, I agreed. The community agreed to.
But yeah, it's just like I feel sorry for all these people that actually paid real money for the Flash version, and then this came out. It's just like, oh, I don't want that one. What else? I'll be filling in stuff. I got loads of DC bits. I was on sale, so this was my favourite one. Red Lantern Corps was really cool. Their baths are really nice.
Yeah, they're bigger figures.
DC baths.
They're bigger figures. They're usually very good.
They're really cool. And speaking of baths, I got the Indie Wave. This is amazing.
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone build it yet. That's the first time I've seen someone build it up. Yeah, I'm going to have to buy Boatman or boat guy just build it.
Money in the bank.
I'd say, and got this guy as well, Red Turbo. But this is another thing. Hasbro saying, "Oh, we'll get to it, finish it off." These are two lines they've just left high and dry. Like Indy's pretty much fucked, and there's stuff that's key characters that are missing. And Power Rangers, they did like Red Turbo, Yellow RPM, and Blue Lightspeed Rescue, and then that's it. And it was like, that's really weird.
It's going to bug me that we didn't finish Turbo. That we're just going to have Red Turbo on the shelf. Yeah.
I mean, sorry to interrupt, but the Red Turbo kind of works out for anybody who wants to do a Tommy display, because that's the last form we need.
Or
for
a Forever Red. I've seen people building like a Forever Red display.
Forever Red.
So Red Ranger out of them all was probably the right way to go to fit.
They
Tommy
only
or
did Red
Yeah.
on Turbo.
Yeah. The last wave.
I thought they did. I thought they did the Kid Ranger, the blue one.
Nope.
Nope.
No, they did what's the Centurion called?
He's over here.
The Centurion?
He's on the shelf.
Blue Centurion.
the copper.
Yeah.
There he is.
Blue
so they've
Centurion.
done bits, but it's really like, it feels like a line where someone's just like, yeah, that's it. And they're like, really? We're like, we've got this other stuff planned. It's like, no, that's it. Like,
Sorry, I'm just playing with Ryan. Playing with my toys. Sorry about that.
What else have I got? Yeah, a few more Transformers. Say Bombshell again. They nailed that. It's just been a real random week. It's literally just like picking stuff up that just fits in gaps. Mindless One bits. I got a few Mindless One bath parts for a second Mindless One. I think that Iron Man's gonna shelf warm like buggery, and then I'll get that on the cheap.
Oh, the black and gold one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else have I got? A Squad Rangers. Yeah, it's been a random couple of weeks of pickups.
I like it though. I like it. I collect bits and bobs of everything too. So it's good to see that I'm not the only one with a problem. Makes me feel better about my purchasing decisions, Dom. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm here to support you, mate.
Cheers, mate. Alexi, what about you? What you been buying?
So I don't have that many pickups, and one of my pickups is actually not even mine, but I'm going to show it off anyway.
Okay, one sec. I got this Streamlab donation pop up. I forgot to read it out. It says Haslapping it up. Donated $1. Thank you very much. Says it's the chicken and the egg situation. Haslab should have figures as tiers, but at the same time not make essential figures tiers in case they aren't reached. Hasbro just can't please us collectors. Yeah, it's no one. We don't know what we want. We just that's the.
You don't speak for me, okay?
I speak for Figurelock. What I think is what Figurelock thinks. That's what I speak for him and him alone. Sorry, continue. Show us what you got. I'm waiting.
Oh, that's me, huh? I thought it was still Dom.
He's good.
So the pickup that I got that's actually mine is Damian Wayne Robin. He's perfect height. Look at him. See? You can tell because his legs are bent.
His legs are bent. He looks great. Christopher Allen's Christopher Allen's not wrong. I'm not taking the piss out of Christopher.
No,
I agree with him.
This is exactly what everyone wanted.
If you pose up figures, you can make in proportion figures look better displayed together. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I speak for everyone.
No, it's Mayfest. Mezco, right?
No, it is. It's McFarlane, Jamie. I'm part of the club now. If you're McFarlane, I'm a McFarlane.
Wait, is it
What's
really?
that
I
from,
thought it was
Dan?
the Mezco.
It's the Mezco.
Show it again. Let me see. Okay, I was gonna say that ain't McFarlane.
You think McFarlane can bend like this?
No, I didn't.
You think he can bend his knees like that?
No,
you
I
think
didn't.
he can hold anything with two hands?
No,
you
I
think he
didn't.
has a wire cape? You think
No.
Todd? Only Todd can judge
McFarlane.
me, but no. This is pretty cool. This is a great release. Mezco, in my opinion, knocked it
You're
out of the
speaking
park.
for Figurelock.
I know. Big Lock, if you're still here, I'm sorry. This is a fun release. No figure release is perfect. His head is a little big. It's hard to get the hood on and off, but he's so movable. Like the articulation is excellent. I think he has a bodysuit for the black tights underneath the. You guys know what this is. What is this called? Tunic.
I would have just said skirt.
Yeah. It's on your mind, Dan. So under his tunic, I'm pretty sure it's just a black unisuit, which makes it perfect for moving around because figures that still have the leotard pants, like Doctor Strange, their crack ends up showing because the pants fall down. So I think they did a really good job with this. And I posted a reel on Instagram, and I'm also on Reddit, which is it used to be way less smooth brain, but fuck, man. So I posted on Reddit, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, the DC Icons is still the best version." Dude, the DC Icons is like $300 for the 2-pack, and he doesn't have nearly as many accessories. He doesn't bend well at all. It's literally just a statue, like a standing less than 6-inch figure. So if that's your taste, good for you. But I'm really happy to have him. I love playing with my toys, and I like posing and moving them around. So this is a really good pickup for me. And he moves a lot better than...
that was the first Mezco Robin as well, because there was ages where he didn't do any. Well, they didn't do Robins, didn't they? So that's the first one off.
Yeah. First Mezco Robin, first Damian Wayne Robin since the DC Icons and the McFarlane. So in like 10 years, I'd say 3 characters or 3 representations of a character isn't a lot.
Yeah, agreed.
And this is the last nice Mezco that I got, and I'll tell you right now, Ghost Rider can't do this. So. Pretty cool.
Looks good.
Yeah. And then I do have one more pickup. It's actually my guy.
Do you want to leave it for me?
Yeah. So I won't open it up, but it's in here.
Okay.
And I already have one. So.
Okay. Tanner can tell
Other than that, not much.
Nice. Cool stuff. All right. And the displays are slowly building behind you as well. You're in the new place now, so the displays are going up.
Yeah.
Are they Billy bookcases?
So, no, these are $40 Target bookcases, honestly. But they work great. I got all my X-Men figures up. So I got X-Men versus Sentinel up there.
I love that this is why you're cool. Your boys got toys, because you display and you pose. They look really good.
Yeah.
I love that little battle
there's
scene.
Angel.
That is sick.
Yeah. That's my favorite part, do some legal California
I like
stuff,
Bishop. It's been bashed by Nimrod there, and it's just flying.
Since we're getting a new Bishop, I was like, I'm gonna fuck this guy up.
Yeah, he's fat. Whack.
Yeah, but pretty happy with that. Very time consuming. Seeing all of you guys tear your displays down and put them back up in like a matter of minutes. I've been sitting in here like tweaking stuff for over a month now.
Weeks before my display is even close to being up, trust me. Sad times. It looks great though. It does look really good. Are they risers behind you as well? Or like protected? They're risers, right?
Yeah. I got a few different types. I'm part of the acrylic riser crew.
There you go.
So we got the stage risers
I've
there.
got stock in risers. I want risers to succeed. Forget about Hasbro. I want risers to do well.
Flat risers, and then I used the stage risers for my lanterns back there. So,
hang on, let me go full screen. There you go. Very, very nice. I do like seeing other people's displays. Always good.
Yeah.
I always like to pinch
so
ideas,
it's coming along.
Steal ideas. Like, oh, I like that. I'm going to do that. Oh, I like that. I'm going to do that. Genuinely, it's what I do. Good stuff. All right, let's go to Tanner. Tanner, what you been buying, or what someone else been buying for you?
The thing Alexi has for me is from SDCC. He may have showed it last Legends Liquor Evil Ryu.
Okay.
So it's technically the first one of my Street Fighter figures I've got pre-ordered that I will probably end up getting. Because I've got the first 2 waves with Star Action figures.
So your problem was you pre-ordered wave 1 and 2 in the same order?
I pre-ordered them together with Star Action figures because Star Action figures had the first 2 waves up at the same time. So now I have to wait for everything to come in. Yeah, I know I am. So I'll probably be the last one in the world to get that Ryu, Fei Long, and Chun-Li.
Just while we're on that, Tanner, sorry to interrupt. At MCM, Jada Toys are going to be at MCM at Comic-Con in London. And I've reached out to their PR and I've booked in an interview to go and speak to Jada. I think so. I think Mark Tak has. I think Jay's Toy Collection has as well. So us UK toy guys, we're going to be going asking Jada some questions. So hit me up on Instagram in the DMs during the week if you have a genuine question for Jada. Of course, they're in charge of the Street Fighter line at the minute, but they also do lots of other stuff too. So if anyone has a question for Jada, let me know, because I will have the opportunity to speak to someone from the team this coming weekend. So there you go. But yeah, Tanner, you're going to be waiting ages. Because they've not even shown.
Nice transition there for your announcement as well. Yeah,
that. I'll slip you the $5 later.
Yeah, cheers. So the other things I got was the final wave of Power Rangers Lightning Collection, namely Turbo Red, Lightspeed Blue, RPM Yellow.
Where did you get yours
Those
from?
arrived. Comics. No, actually, the whole shebang.
Oh, okay, nice.
The whole shebang. So they should still be available. Maybe not Turbo Red, but it's worth taking a look. I think they were the only place in the UK that got that wave.
No, Comic and Cocktails put some up. I've got Red pre-ordered with Comic and Cocktails.
Okay. And then finally, I'm going to be moving my camera and showing you my last pickup, my most anticipated hype pickup that isn't action figure related.
Okay, the screen is yours.
It will be showing my activities, what I'll be doing after the stream. And it is.
I'm going to do a Legends of Liquor, by the way, where we literally just go around and see everyone's collections. I think that would be fun. I'll just full screen everybody. But okay, so you're one of those guys. Spider-Man 2 hype. I am a little bit jealous, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I've been playing literally the entire weekend. It's an amazing game. And I will be going back to play it once the stream is done. So,
how far are you in? Just a couple of hours so far?
I mean, I've clocked in like 10, 12 hours so far, but I'm exploring. So I'm doing. I don't think I'm very far in the story, but I'm just exploring the whole city.
That's what's fun, though, isn't it? That's the fun of that open world map. I'd do the same. I like to find all the little Easter eggs and stuff like that. I will get it, but I don't want to get it while I've got a PS4. I feel like I need to wait until I've got a PS5 to get it.
Well, it's not actually out on PS4. It's
there you
PS5
go.
exclusive.
There you go. So I can't get it if I wanted it.
It's a PS5.
There you go. Can't even get it if I wanted it. So, and I keep buying too many toys. If I stop buying toys for a couple of months, then maybe I could afford a PlayStation. But I've got a problem with plastic. That's my issue. Thank you very much to Eric Stream. Always gifting channel memberships on the channel. I appreciate that. And Greg Finstad has caught it. That's a great catch. I think Greg catches a few of these. Congratulations, Greg. You got another month of channel memberships there. Thank you so much to Eric Stream. Always showing support to the channel. And Greg Finstad raises a glass to Eric Stream. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Okay, let's keep going around then to Kurt. Kurt, what you got?
Yeah, I think I showed this on the after show, but I did pick this one up. And then I just got this one this week.
X-Men 97, Wolverine and Magneto, looking good. Completely pinless.
Yeah, I think they work well with the rest of the comic ones that I have.
Yeah, you can fudge them in. You can fudge them in for sure.
Definitely
no cell
helping
shading
out.
at all, so they're fair game to fudge in, I think.
Yeah, they're helping the X-Men shelf for this year. We got a few more maybe before the end of the year. We'll see. And then I got these two. Very
nice. Blade and
So
Luke Cage.
Yeah, September was all Star Wars, and October seems to be all Legends. I'm a little concerned with Lexi complaining that the head on his dick is too big. So
that would be an
you
issue.
Might want to get.
Yeah, that
might want to get some help.
Someone needs to look at that. Where's your girl's got Legos at? Is she in the chat? Alexi needs some help.
I need some volunteers to look at that.
Yeah, well, that's not the
David
public.
Evan Smith.
Yeah, that's not the public education system there. That's something else.
All right, cool. Are your pickups?
Nice and quick and easy this
Very
month.
nice, very nice, very nice. Always nice to add. Again, I haven't got any of the X-Men 97 stuff yet, but I will very, very soon. But because they haven't got the cell shading, I think they're absolutely fair game to be a comic representation as well. Because the Jim Lee outfits are just iconic for me, anyway. At least for me, I'm speaking for me, Alexi, just for me and Figlock.
Me too. Me and you, everyone.
Everything I say,
the lies.
That's your opinion now.
I got lucky
so
on that.
sensitive, ain't they? It's crazy. Okay, Craig, formerly of Mr. iPhone, what have you got?
Well, my first one that come in was the two Steel Brigades.
Steel Corpse. You can't
Steel
say Steel
Corpse.
Brigade.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
Oh, Valo will be after us. They already don't like my channel anyway.
Oh,
For
my
God's sake.
Wi-Fi's going.
Oh, for
sorry.
God's sake.
Yeah, and then after waiting a month, MCU Star Action Figures.
Star Action Figures. So slow at shipping.
And I got this piece along with this guy.
Very nice. So just like Dom, that's the actual black one from the Batman
it's the
movie.
89. Yeah.
Does look good. Does look good.
It looks so much better than the first.
Mesco.
Yeah. Whatever you want to call it, Alexa. But yeah, I love this. This Batman turned out better than the one that come in the 6-pack, just purely because the actual logo's gold as well.
Oh, okay. So there is a difference between the 6-pack and that.
The logo's gold on this one, and it's yellow on the 6-pack. But my bat at the top, its ears were a bit like the paint weren't perfect.
Which is
one.
What is accurate to the 89 movie? Because my mind's eye thinks it's yellow. The logo's yellow, but is it actually?
It's yellow.
gold?
I think it is.
Oh, okay.
I think it's yellow. I'm not too sure, but the gold does look really good. To be fair, if you can see up close, that gold does look good. And like I said, the paint apps on my other one, the ears were a bit sloppy on the top of the bat and some of the wing. So, and obviously the cloth's good tape. I just wish we had one wire along the top.
Yeah, when you don't
just
have a wire
so we
cape,
can put him in that pose.
It's crazy how much a wire
start.
on a cape makes a difference, isn't it, to posing
But
and stuff.
even the boots, I think, are the best bit. To be fair, like the detail on the boots, because they were custom made shoes, weren't they, for the film? So, like the details on the boots, he's kind of looks all right. To be fair. So he's going to go in my display like I just tried to have him. Like he's just going to be jumping out the car sort of thing. But literally, I will post some pictures, but he literally, with the car, it just takes up a shelf. Space to put a few figures around him. But, we just need some more from these type of movies. We need a Penguin, I'd say, and
Penguin would be
Joker,
good. Danny DeVito Penguin, that'd look good.
Yeah, a Joker, maybe some Joker goons. That'd be quite cool. A Catwoman. But
I'm tempted by the Batman and Robin wave. Like again, I know Alexi won't like me with the McFarlane vibe, but I don't know. That's the Batman films I watched growing up, isn't it? So like, they're campy and like you just I don't know. They're just memorable. So
I will be getting that wave, but it all depends on the distribution, because McFarlane's distribution of figures hasn't been the greatest at the minute. There's waves that we've not even been getting, and it's like the Teen Titans wave, didn't even get that. It was meant to be in Forbidden Planet about 4 months ago, and it's still not there now. So, like that Captain Atom, we had him in a few places and he sold out within days and he's never just not come back. But I must admit, his Wonder Woman that he revealed, she looks really good.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about any toy news, but it is crazy. We should maybe take a moment to recognise that for a second. Let me see if I can get it up real quick.
He's released today, Lobo and his bike, which looks really good as well.
Hang on, I can get these pictures up real quick. And,
personally, I think some of his
he announced a lot of
really
stuff,
good.
right?
Yeah, I think he announced a few other things. I can't remember what there was, but I just honed in on Wonder Woman, really.
That's what Craig is referring to. After 4 years of Todd McFarlane having the DC license, we finally get just a normal like representation of Wonder Woman, not like a Darks version or a multi-universe version. This is a generic Wonder Woman, like finally. So again, it's in the McFarlane aesthetic, so you either love it or hate it, but at least it now exists. You have the option to get
I think I'll be picking 2 up for them, to be fair.
And then Lobo also got revealed on his big giant bike space cycle thing, and also has a little doggy.
He's got the space dog.
Yeah,
as it's called in the... Yeah,
I think
it looks cool.
So yeah, there's a couple of McFarlane stuff revealed, but yeah, crazy. So took him a while, but she exists, people. She exists.
He released her on Wonder Woman Day today, of all days as well. So
okay, did not know
he
it was
planned
Wonder
that.
Woman
I
Day.
think.
Happy Wonder Woman Day to everybody. Okay, cool. Any more, Craig?
No, that was it. Quick
Beautiful.
pickups, just
Still
them
good.
two, because we got MCM next
It's true.
weekend. Money's all gone to
London
that.
is not cheap. London is not cheap. That's for sure.
That and Ant-Man if he backs. Giant Man, sorry if he backs.
Indeed.
But if not, that's 2 extra drinks. Like
I
Rich
know we'll be
says,
drowning our sorrows with a drink in London. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Northern
100 quid
Nomads.
drink.
Northern Nomad, what you been buying? Anything to show off?
A few things. Followed in Kurt's footsteps, and I got Blade.
Very nice. I know that figure's not perfect, but for a representation of Blade, it's better than what we've got currently. So.
He's growing on there.
Yeah.
It's a good Wesley Snipes representation, and then of course the classic Luke Cage.
Smelly armpits, Luke Cage. Yeah, I like it. I still like him,
Mm-hmm.
even with the smelly armpits. I still like him. Have you put that chain on him? Where's that chain come from?
I bought those off. Put one on Blade too. I got those were from Ghost Rider. I just got extra ones off of eBay.
Nice. I noticed that. See, I notice these things. I pay attention.
And got the newer Hawkeye.
The Sky Cycle?
Yeah, I still have the Sky Cycle. He's just not on it. So
very nice.
And then that newest Black Widow. I took the jetpack from the Walmart exclusive one, and I put it on this one. Yeah.
Looks good. That is probably my favorite female Marvel Legend. So good.
And then I bought Puff Adder as a full completed bow previously, like a couple months back.
Very nice. A couple of Puff Adders we've seen today. I think that's one of the first waves of the year, isn't it? So people are managing to pick up figures on sale and stuff.
Jada Toy Street Fighter Chun-Li.
Chun-Li. It's the one I need. It's the one I don't have.
Nice.
I got her for $30 off eBay like a month or so ago.
The packaging of them looks so good as well, by the way, for what they are.
People might not like me for this, but I'm going to go into some McFarlane's.
It's fine. It's fine.
Fine. Ignore Alexei.
You don't speak for Alexei, nice. Remember? We only speak for Figlo.
Ignore him.
But yeah, had to get this dude. He looks cool.
It's Hawkman,
He looks pretty good, to be fair. That's like, we haven't had Hawkman in a while, and he looks pretty badass. Just don't take him out of the package.
Have you seen the one in the classic colours as well?
There's that.
He's done one in the classic colours. Yeah.
That platinum edition with the classic colors looks more original. This is the Alan Scott Green Lantern.
That is a funky design for Green Lantern.
Well, this guy was Green Lantern before Hal Jordan or John Stewart. This was the Justice Society Green Lantern. So,
is that the platinum one, or is it just the normal one?
What was that again? Sorry.
Is it the platinum one or just the normal one? The platinum one's got like the glow on the one side of him.
Oh, this is just the normal one.
Yeah.
I think in the States that platinum one was the Comic-Con exclusive or something.
Yeah, because that one glows in the dark. If you the glow on him glows in the dark when you turn the lights off, and that it looks pretty cool.
Gotcha. And then Firestorm.
I like the accessories that come with him.
Yeah, he has a platinum edition too. I think also Craig, which glows in the dark, like you said with the Green Lantern. So
is that a Build-A-Figure wave, or is it just you get those plaques that come with them or something?
These are just
the plaques.
Yeah, these are just figures only.
Yeah.
So, the Injustice Brainiac.
He looks good. And he's not even a deluxe either, is he? It's like just a regular price point too. He could have been a deluxe character.
Yeah, he was only $22.99. Black Lightning.
Is that the comic or is it from the TV show?
It's the comic version.
Okay. Never actually seen the TV show, but I know it exists. It's a CW show, right?
Yeah,
It's a good show.
I watched a few episodes of it. It was,
Yeah, I've not seen it. Not seen it.
Superman.
Nice. They just reused the body from the very first Superman, right? Is that got the double elbows?
I think so. It's the same. It's the same body buck that what was it? The McFarlane Star exclusive one that had the heat visioned eyes.
Yeah, so I think it's got the better arms because the first one doesn't have the double arms, and then they upgraded them a little bit. I think, but not the biggest McFarlane guy. So someone in the chat will help me out.
The classic Riddler.
That's what got Jay back in. Jay was out of McFarlane. They revealed that, and he's back in now. He's got 3 shelves of them.
Yeah, they did the 2 versions. This is the regular version, and then there's the what is it? The gold one, which just has a different costume.
Jay's in the chat saying Toddy Mac taking over. He does like a bit of DC. For the record, I also like DC. Just can't get in with all the McFarlane stuff. There's
Tim Drake Robin.
Oh, there you go. Another Robin. A couple of Robins today. Very nice.
There's this one, and then he's got the alternate. He's got the variant costume too. I have that one stashed over there.
So do you have a space ready for these to go on the shelf, or are you waiting to open these up when you've got some more room? Because every time I see your displays, they're just on the table. I'm like, where does this man eat?
Yeah, at some point. Like I said, I had a recent turn of events, which should hopefully make my financial situation better here in the next few months. And once that happens, then I can make some more storage, get some more storage shelves and display cases and whatever, and put some of these up.
Sending positive vibes, my friends. Hopefully that will get sorted out, and we can enjoy our figures stress-free.
And then last but not least, Batman Dark Knights of Steel.
Oh, it's like an armored Batman, isn't it? Let me go full screen. Yeah, like a medieval.
More or less.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like a medieval king version of
Batman in Game of Thrones crossover.
Pretty much, yeah.
There we go. The Queen comments in the chat says the Chase Riddler is the Super Friends version, and Jay also says he has 4 shelves of DC now, so he's got even more than I thought.
Yeah, he's right. That version of the Riddler was the Legion of Doom Riddler in the Super Friends cartoon.
Very nice. Good stuff. Nice little DC pile. Nice to get some DC love on the channel. Again, people think I don't like DC. That's not true. I just don't have as much DC collectibles because it's been a bit all over the place, hasn't it, in recent years? Let's be honest. All right, cool. Let's go down to Jamie then. Jamie, what you got, my friend?
So,
finish us off.
I'm continuing the DC love, and obviously last time I was blessed with the perfect dick, so I needed a Robin.
Blessed with the perfect dick, my friend. Congratulations. Congratulations on the perfect dick. Right on. Congratulations.
I needed a Robin to go with the Batman, so I was blind to the Mezco one. Thanks, Alexi, for more money that I'm going to spend now. But this is the Son of Batman DC Icons, Damien. That fits in pretty well with the Mayfix stuff because the heads are roughly the same sort of size.
Very nice. Was that expensive to get on the aftermarket?
I paid 40 and then somebody put it up for 20, so I got pretty pissed off. But
it's part of the game, isn't it, though, sometimes?
Yeah.
It's part of the game. I've been there too, my friend. Don't worry. All right, cool. Cool. Well, let's use that duck crown to set us up perfectly into some duck racing, then, people. And then hopefully we haven't had a 7-hour stream. We're good to go. Let's race some ducks. So this is the part of the stream where I need people in the chat. I'm going to write a comment. Who wants to race some ducks? Right. Don't comment yet. I know you always get super eager. Wait until I press send on my comment. Let me just set up what's going on first. So. Kurt still is trying to set up some sort of duck gate sort of party to try and take me down. He's trying to sabotage. I've been dealing with lots of legal court situation this week. He's got a whole team of people after me after the duck gate situation. Just to remind people what happened. So last week.
Not over yet.
Dan, last week, did you just hire the VAR rest from the Spurs Liverpool game a few
They
weeks
demanded
ago.
a
Is that
replay.
what happened? Yeah.
We did. To be fair, I did actually give them a replay, so I'm better than the VAR. But where's it gone? I forgot my. Oh, there it is. The image is on screen right there. So that is what happened, and then I accidentally pressed race again. So unfortunately, the people that finished just behind Kiara and never took note of, and they maybe have missed out on an opportunity for points. So I did
The
race
5
again.
Americans I might note.
Well, no, Dom's there. You're there definitely for sure, Kurt. So there's no wonder that you're leader of this Duckgate brigade right now. But Dom was there as well. So Dom wasn't happy about it either. It's definitely not California Red Devil. That was an opportunity for him to get some more points to beat Shelley. But there was no other way for me to do this apart from race again. So I did. I raced again. And then we have our current leaderboard right now. So again, if it goes down to the wire, people are going to be remembering Duckgate. They're going to be remembering it. But where's the leaderboard? There it is. So California Red Devil is currently in the lead with 21 points. Shelley just behind that with 20. So they're the two you want to watch out for. But again, Phil's combined his points now, so he's jumped right up there. Again, a win on the board, a win for Dom. Dom being on the stream today could be that luck he needs to take him to the top. A win for Dom today would take him above Shelley and California Red Devil with 24 points. So it's still anyone's game. Instadan's on 14. Tom got a win last week, so he's on 14. He's definitely not a part of Duckgate, because if he did, he wouldn't have got his win on the board. So Tom's very happy where he is. Just isn't there. Greg Finstad as well is up there. Again, I've somehow sneaked in there, which I know people are not happy about. And then right at the bottom. So again, if I'll scroll slowly. Do you see your name? Cousin Jimmy's in there. Where's Frank gone? Frank, we miss ya. Cousin Jimmy's still about. There's Hugo. Kurt, you're on 6 points. Jamie's with you on 5 points, just underneath. Big Will, JC. Micah Moonboots, Rich M and Jay's there, Craig Nostalgia Collection, all on 4 points. So Cheeky Monkey Kiara, Home Dude. Your girl's got Legos, even got some points on the board. Damien's got 2 points. He was a big contender last year. Lady Max there. But right at the bottom, just underneath Stu, you've got Paul McCarthy. Now, Paul at first was a little bit sad about losing points constantly, but it now puts him in the very unique position of being dead last. So he needs to keep losing points, and he will still be in with a chance of being a new Duckway champion due to the wild card of season 2. Now, again, it's a controversy of season 2, of a season full of controversy, but he just needs to keep losing points.
I want to add some further controversy purely because I don't see my name anywhere on this list. I don't ever see my duck in the race. I'm going to pull a Craig here. My duck isn't in any race whatsoever, and I'm being screwed out of this.
No, you're in there. You're in there.
Bad last time
I'm
round.
selling mine now.
You're in
He's got 4 points. Who wants it? Do you want it, Paul?
Tanner is no. You can't sell points. There can't be any behind the scenes.
I'm selling my duck.
Duck selling right. I need to add Eddie to our list. Eddie was fresh face for Legend of Liquor today, so he's absolutely getting a duck. California Red Devil's getting an extra duck called Robbed for his super chat. Thank you very much. And also Queen V, who has jumped out, but that is Pixels and Plastic's girlfriend. So of course. Or fiance or wife. What? I think it's wife. I think they're married. Forgive me. Of course they're married. So that is Pixels and Plastic's wife. So okay, the comment. They're ready to go. Okay, the comment is now live in the chat. Just please comment once. Please comment once. Dan Screw Tanner says the figure collector. Have you got a friend in the chat? Have you paid someone to sort of... What's going on?
I wish I did. You know what? I noticed earlier he said he was a Spurs fan.
Oh, okay, that's why. You've made an alliance.
Spurs fans getting together. That's what it is.
You've built an alliance. Okay, so there you go. This is where the lurkers come out from hiding. Over 100 people watching, and we never get 100 comments. So clearly some people are not near their keyboard. But to be a part of this duck race, you need to write a duck emoji in the chat right now. Again, let me just go to the chat as we're talking. The guys that are on the stream don't need to, because I've already got you down. Don't you worry. You're in there. Don't stress about it.
Except Tanner.
I'll make sure he's deleted. But this is currently what we've got going on. So you need to write a duck emoji, and I copy and paste people's names live. That's why it takes me a little while to get this duck race sorted. There's no other way for me to do it, unfortunately. I'm a one-man show on a Legends and Liquor. Yeah, write your duck emoji. I will end it very shortly, though. And if you're too slow, then tough.
Well, I've come up with a new plan on how to get into the last race, and that's to go with Paul McCarthy's idea of coming last and then just taking it at the last minute like I did the first season.
That is true. You did come out of nowhere. It was Damien and Chikam and Kiara like for the whole of season 1. The same way that it is Shelly and California Red Devil. And then within the last couple of weeks, You just got up there and ended up taking it home. So this again, it's still anyone's race.
So if Paul McCarthy continues to lose, he'll be at the bottom of the rankings all season, and then in the last race, he'll be in the final 10?
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
So basically, we're going to have a
Wild
championship race. We're having the end in season 2 on the last Legends and Liquor of 2023 with a championship race. Okay, so you technically need to be in the top 10, but that 10th position is going to be the wild card. So
got it.
So it's top 9 and then last. The same way we do sort of... Go on.
Sorry, Dan. I'm actually going to bring another one of these crowns to MCM.
You're going to wear the crown at MCM? Nice.
No, it's going to be a different one. I'm going to hand it over to you, Dan, and then the winner can have that crown.
Oh, okay. No, so you're going to actually genuinely hand me a crown for the winner. Nice. I like it. Rich
He's not giving up his one there.
On a pillow, I hope.
On a pillow, yeah. Proper British style. Rich is never happy with my duck racing rules, but it is what it is. I'm unfortunately right. I'm taking names as we talk right now. So someone talk for me while I take some names.
And then Paul McCarthy gets first draft pick next season because he's at the bottom.
I'm going to change every season. I will change the rules slightly just to keep it interesting. Season 2's been a bit controversial with this like 2 race sort of thing.
A bit.
So yeah. Look, see, he's already look. Gate guys already started.
Shenanigans.
Maybe I'll get my channel members, my super producers of the channel, to help me create the rules for season 3.
I'll tell you what, you need a good VAR team. That's what it is.
That's true.
Dan, you need to hire a few people, get them to be VAR, which is video assisted ref for anyone not in the sports knowledge news.
Yeah,
just to watch it on the camera, so that whenever there's an issue, Dan can go like this, and we view the cameras.
Go to the camera, go to VR. Yeah, we need to.
Do you guys don't have instant replay for your sports?
Yeah,
we do.
What a VAR is?
So basically, all right. I'll go over this while Dan does it.
Okay, please do.
We do have instant replay for like fouls, this, that, and the other. Half of which isn't noticed. Now, in the soccer / football thing, VAR is viewed when a goal is scored to see if there's any infringements leading to the goal, namely offside, namely a foul. If there's any shenanigans going on, they view also if it goes off. If there's a foul and the ref has made a clear and obvious error, if he's not booked someone and the guy has tried to break the other guy's leg, they would make him review it to upgrade it to a red card, send him off. And it's a case of it isn't as widely used for like every decision. It's just for the key decisions.
Before VAR, if you had a replay that proved the ref made a wrong decision, the replay couldn't interrupt the game. You couldn't interrupt it. It's like, tough, it's happened now, too late. So now VAR's involved. If you can prove,
just like the last duck race.
I guess so, yeah.
Yes, pretty much. Now, VAR's involved, and those mistakes are still happening because VAR team is shit, for lack of a better term. And there's no transparency. So like in NFL, you got the ref mic'd up and he has to verbally say his decisions. Yeah. I think they should do that with the Premiership refs as well, just purely because of the fact that the refs don't give the reasons for their decisions. They just make the decision. And in a recent game, Spurs and Liverpool, there was a huge kerfuffle where a goal that should have been given wasn't given, and just like this going on here.
So Tanner, what you're saying, let me get this clear, is that the English have essentially mastered the VAR.
Mm-hmm.
However, not here in the Coventry Duck League.
No.
You say mastered?
Is that what we're saying?
Yeah,
it's
pretty
Dan
much.
who reviews. Do we expect anything less?
That's true. It's true. I'm a shambles.
we need a qualified VAR team for this channel to view the duck race and to be impartial with it. Yeah, pretty much.
I'll do it, Dan, but I can't promise I'll be impartial.
Look, I just want to be properly corrupt like FIFA, and like whoever pays me the most wins the duck race. How about that? Oh, not really.
The Hasbro sponsored VAR, you're saying.
I do appreciate the talking, by the way. The chat are probably thinking, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah,
Look,
I see displayed once saying, "Oh my god, don't get me to clarify rules. I'm so boring." All right,
Look,
Rich, I'm just trying to kill time.
Yes,
Can
I
you not
appreciate it,
help?
Tanner. Tanner was doing me a
trying
favour.
to kill time.
Tanner was doing me a favour. Absolutely, he was doing me a favour. He was helping me kill some time. So I appreciate that. So I'm ready for this
So
duck
I'm
race.
going as long as possible to give Dan as much time as possible.
I will allow Tanner's duck in the race today then, after all. Right.
We'll see what happens.
Right, I'm
Yeah,
adding people
Jay,
That's
Jay's
proof
in
you
the
can be
chat
bought
there.
now, Dan.
I'm just making sure Tanner's in now. I'm just checking my list. I'm thinking, yeah, he's in. I think he's good. But there's
He's
so
just
many
dropped
people.
by 100 views.
So many people commenting. No, we're still good. There's so many people commenting. I guarantee you someone's in twice. So I'm trying to get rid of the people that are in twice. Because people are sneaky.
How dare you?
See, your girl's got Legos was nearly in twice, you see. So I have to be aware. I have to be watching.
Oh.
I have to be watching. 168 was nearly in twice as well, see? Because they commented twice as I'm taking names. So
To be fair, Jay, addressing Jay in the chat, it should be the Coventry division.
I guess
the
so.
International.
Look, Jay does a live
League.
stream, right? Jay does a live stream. Jay could start up his own league as well, and we could have a multiple leagues, and something. We could do some sort of network of duck
He can
racing.
race monkeys.
You know what? I wonder if Wolfpack had these problems
Yeah,
with these
Wolfpack raced
duck
wolves.
races.
He paid for the premium. He could race anything he wanted. I only raced ducks. Right, I'm getting.
I watch Jay's streams, and he's never made a mistake ever. So
he's better than
I don't
me.
know what your problem is,
I
Dan.
have no problem admitting Jay is better than me.
Jay's streams run like clockwork.
Right. 2-minute race.
God, the pitchforks are coming out on you tonight, Dan.
Look, I get it. It's the Duckgate conspiracy. I get it. Sometimes I feel like I deserve it. Not all the time, but sometimes.
No pressure. He's
Look, Dom's
up.
staying silent, but Dom wasn't happy last week either because he knew he had an opportunity. Look at him. He knows. He's just bottling it all up. He's bottling it all up. Right. Let's go through these rules.
Dom's sitting on that job of the throwing palace back there.
Right.
He's on the.
Dom's living by the adage: if you've got nothing nice to say nothing at all.
Right, no more VAR rules. We're good to go. We're ready to race some ducks, okay? First race, to be a part of the race, all you have to do is be in the live chat and qualify 1 to 9 or finish dead last for the wild card. Those 10 people will then be put into the second race, which is only a minute long, and that'll be for points, okay? So we've already seen the leaderboard today, so I'm not going to mess around and waste any more time on that. We're going to get straight into racing some ducks. Good luck to everybody. Usually being on the stream is quite lucky. So we're going to go 2 minutes. We got 64 people in this race. If you didn't write a duck and you were too slow when I ask, then that's on you. I give you lots of opportunity. Kurt K, the leader of the Duck Gate Commission, how many shuffles should I do today?
Just one.
Just one shuffle. Okay, one shuffle it is. Right, please remind me not to press race again, okay? I cannot have a repeater last week. Just slow it down, and just let me press the little symbol in the corner, okay? Okay, good luck to everybody. We're racing some ducks. This is for qualification for the points, okay? So at this point, you just need to finish in the top 9th or dead last. That's what you're aiming for. Top 9 or dead last. 3, 2, 1. And we're off. Nice and slow, nice and steady. Okay, over 120 people still watching us on a Sunday afternoon racing some damn ducks. So I appreciate you. It is a lot of nonsense, but it's Legends of Liquor. What do you expect, all right? Blame it on the Koppelberg. Derek Jackson has taken a lead right up top. And then we got the Galactic Man Larry. That's a name I haven't seen racing ducks before. So he is here. Maybe in his first race, who knows? But he's up against the Donald Trump duck. But I can't quite see whose that name is. Right at the bottom, we got Compulsive Collector. That's John. We've seen him on the Dan Who Extra this week, showing off his new displays. We got the Figure Collector in the middle of the park with JC, that is, the Geek Horse. We got Courtney just behind him. I can see Lady Mac at the bottom. I can see Mary Queen of Scott. Alexi's down at the bottom, creating a bit of space, creating a bit of room. Maybe he's waiting for a late burst. Craig's Nostalgic Collection is up there as well. I can see your name. I'm trying to find you, Tanner, but I can't. So maybe there is a conspiracy.
I can see it somewhere in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, there you go. Super Turk. I can see Super Turk, all right? It's conspiracy over. He's in there. Gerard's in there. Dizzy Bob. Again, I have tried to throw a few regulars in who watch on the replay because I'm nice like that. Phil Jones is down at the bottom as well with his snorkel sparkle on, maybe an advantage. We got, what's that? Pixels and Plastic is like the Dracula duck. We got Larry is still holding strong. So's Compulsive Collector. So's Dizzy Bob. We got the Legends Fiend, which I think is Frank. David, Evan, and Smith are all up there. We got, it started with a click. Shelley, she is up there. She's wearing like the judge's hat or the judge's wig, if you will. I can see Pete, Little Leaf Creations, Kirsty, Derek Jackson still holding strong. As you can see Justin, Jamie. There's Jamie. You're dressed as like the dinosaur, I think it is. Okay, so they're splitting now. They're splitting. So this is where things change. Last 10 seconds. Paul McCartney's got the space hat on. David, Evan, and Smith is holding strong, but will he survive until the end? Has he got the stamina? No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. That's why he's still single. We got Tax on top as well. Craig, no, it's Greg Finstad. Congratulations. Right, everyone stay calm. Everyone stay calm. Greg Finstad.
Race
Re-race.
again.
Re-race.
Race again.
Re-race.
Trigger finger.
Re-race.
Push the button.
Quick, someone screenshot this so we can never lose it. Okay, so.
Re-race.
Okay, so I'm just going to copy paste these names first before we do anything else. So you don't even know who it is yet. So I just need 9 names. I'm just copy and paste. I know it's the suspense is killing people. The suspense is killing people. Okay, I've got the dead. Who's dead last? Dead last is. Oh fuck! Oh wait, no, we're good. I can still get it. It's fine. Dead last is Eric Stream. Eric Stream, you get the dead last. You get the wild card position today. So you qualify for the other race, and I have the list in front of me. So let me scroll up. So, in first place, Greg Finstad. He took Eric Stream's channel membership gift. It gave him some luck, and he is now finished. Mark Tac in second place qualifies for the duck race. Underneath that, we've got Gary's Grails, who finished dead last week and actually lost out on points. So, it could be bad luck for him. He could actually be going for the new Paul McCartney technique of just having no points. We've got underneath that, Mary Queen of Scott, Compulsive Collector, Home Dude. Underneath that we have Ho the Basher. Hoff the Basher. Okay, my bad.
The Ho Basher.
The Ho Basher. And Little Leaf Creations is Pete. And then in ninth we have Galactic Man Larry. There you go. So, and who missed out? Just missed out. Chi Collects just missed out. Lady Mac just missed out, unfortunately. Paul McCartney, Scotty C were all close. Rich is there in 14th position. Alexi, you were there as well. You were there just in, what was that, 15th, 16th? So, okay.
Just barely missed it.
Just barely. So, okay, there you go. So, I'll quickly do a scroll so people can screenshot and see their own name. There you go. There's the names, whizzing by. So there you go.
Quick question, just based on a comment I've just seen in the chat.
Yeah.
Has Rich been drinking? I know he says he just woke up for a nap. Has he been drinking
Rich
for this
is
past
always,
couple of hours?
Rich is always drinking.
It was a drunk nap. That's why he fell asleep.
Rich
okay, drunk a little bit too much and passed out. Okay, got it.
Rich is always drinking. Right, I've got these 10 names. The 10 names, I'm adding them back in. My mouse has got a mind of its own, though, at the moment. Hold on 1 second. Whoops. Everything is fine. Everything fine. I've got the Duckgate Commission in the chat with me today, so I've got to be extra careful. Extra careful. It's Kurt's. I can feel Kurt's eyes watching me through the Zoom call.
They're always watching.
Right, there's the 10 names. They're in there. I'm changing it to a minute race. To be fair, I don't think there's really anybody in there that could really change the leaderboard today. I don't think. I can have a quick look on Excel if it pops up for me.
So everyone just turn it off. Doesn't matter what happens. Just go ahead and leave the stream now.
The stream's
That's
over.
what Dan's saying.
It doesn't matter. No, I think Mark Tat's got some points on the board, so it can make a difference. Kurt, how many times am I shuffling it?
Just once.
Just
Lucky
once
one.
again. Okay, just one more again. Okay.
I would punish him.
This
I'd
is for
shuffle
points.
10 times.
This is for points, okay? Whoever finishes here, this is for points. The actual league rules are here. First place 10 points, second place 6 points, third place 4 points, fourth place 2 points, fifth place 1 point. If you finish 10th, you lose points. If you finish 10th, you lose points. And I think Gary Grails is in this chat. in this 10, if he finishes dead last, he will actually take out Paul McCarthy for the wildcard position at the bottom. So there's a race there at the bottom, I think, in today's race, more so than the top. But I think Mark Tac got the most points currently. We shall see how this goes. But good luck to everybody. No one in the chat here today is in the race, unfortunately. But we're starting in 3, 2, 1, and they're off. And they're off. Eric Stream, he says he doesn't have any points yet, so he could win today. So Eric Stream could be in for some points today. It starts off with Gary's Grails, though, dressed in authority. It's serious business. He's dressed as a police officer, but so is Eric Stream. Maybe they're in cahoots. Who knows? Mark Tac is wearing a crown, so maybe he wants that. And so is Mary Queen of Scott, to be fair, but she is a queen, so maybe that is a right attire. We've got Hoff the Basher as I nearly said Badger then, but he's some sort of bug or alien. Compulsive Collectors, also the Green Duck. We got Galactic Man Larry, and Home Dudes dressed as Superman. And then Pete Little League Creations right at top.
Mark Stuck is stealing my gimmick.
He wants the gimmick. That's what he wants. He's embracing the gimmick by being the gimmick. That's what he's trying to do. Wow. 10 seconds now. Someone's moving. Is it Greg Finstad? Is he going to win 2 races in a row? 2 races in a row? Are you kidding? Greg Finstad. It's not the first time it's happened, you know. There's clearly some sort of Doug algorithm that goes on there. But Greg Finstad takes 10 points. And I think that makes a difference, you know. Let me just see what's going on here at the leaderboard. I forgot Greg Finstad was in there. So there's Greg Finstad finishing first. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that and bring in this. Where's Axel gone? Axel. Okay, Greg Finstad is currently at 12 points. If we give him 10 points, I think we have a new leader. Greg Finstad. Let me just rearrange. I didn't realise, people, but Greg Finstad is now the new leader of Duck Race Season 2. Absolutely out of nowhere. Greg Finstad today has been gifted a channel membership and then won 2 Duck races in a row. How is this man not a channel member already at the Members Club tier? Greg Finstad needs to come on this stream and tell us what's going on. How did he make it happen? But Greg Finstad, out of nowhere, has now become the new leader. Let's see what's going on. See if we had any more changes today. Is Greg in the chat? Is Greg still there? Is Greg still there?
He is. I've just seen him comment.
I kind of think it's the magic of Miguel, because Greg was a mainstay in Miguel's chat.
Look, consistency makes a difference. Look, now California Red Devil and Shelly are not happy. They're screaming Duckgate. Then I knew that California Red Devil is booing in the chat. I can hear them.
Test him.
I can hear them. Okay, so
test him for PEDs.
Where did the points go? So 2nd place, we've got Mary Queen of Scott. In 3rd place, Home Dude. 4th place is Pete Little Leaf Creations. And then 5th place is Eric Stream. But who is in dead last? Is it Gary's Grails? Let's find out. It is! It's fucking Gary's Grails! We've got a new leader at the bottom as well with -3 points. Oh my god, we've had changes at the top and the bottom of the Duck Race. This is insane, people. I did not expect this happening today. So let me scroll right to the bottom. Let me scroll right to the bottom.
You literally said today, earlier as well, that you don't think that this is going to be anything.
This race doesn't matter.
Oh, where is Gary? Yeah. Gary's in there somewhere, isn't he? I've got to find him. Let me, what is it? Control F. Control F. Gary's in there somewhere, surely.
Trevor's out there. Trevor, 1-6 shooter. Don't worry, we got it covered.
California Red Devil and Shelley are going to join forces, apparently.
Oh, maybe it wasn't Gary. Maybe it was Stu I was thinking of. I don't know what. I can't find Gary. Are they his first points? Even not, he's going to have -3 points on the board anyway. Yeah, so he's up there. I thought he already had minus points, you see. So I may have got ahead of myself and confused him. But
he does say in the chat that he's lost again. So
yeah, but it might have been on one of the another race or something. I'm trying to find him.
One of the races you messed up?
Maybe. Maybe.
Greg Fenstead uses a tactical reverse psychological tactic probably to win. He got it from the 3POA podcast. It's called Emotional Damage.
Emotional Damage, yes. I've heard that.
Jamie's just thrown out his tactic board.
Okay, Dom's got to go. Sorry, Dom. We're keeping.
Bye, Dom. Bye, Dom. Bye.
He can't. He's sat around for far too much nonsense. Dom is out of here. He's out of here. He's fed up. I can see the anger on his face. I could see the anger in his face. I could see him. He's like, "Fuck these guys! I've had enough of this shenanigans." look, Kurt's not happy either. Look, Kurt can't even look at me right now. Look at him. He can't even look at me. He's not happy. The chat is not happy either. Yeah, I need to update this leaderboard, and I'll be back next week. But it seems like we have a new winner. We have a new leader currently. Things are going crazy. Let's go around the board one more time. Let's tell the people where they can find you online. So Dom, I'll tell you where you can find Dom. I will put his link in the description right now. It's already in the description, but I will also put it in the chat as well. It's Dom Blanco 80. Go and give him a follow on Instagram. Please cheer him up, because he did not look happy as he left. He was very distraught with the current situation of the Duck Race leaderboard. Duckgate is real, people. Duckgate is real. Alexi, where can people find you?
No, I hear Dan. I'll be at Jay's Toy Collection UK. I'm unsubbing from Dan Here Reviews. Jay, I hope you need super producers, because
I'm so sorry.
I got so many ideas for improvement.
I formally apologise to Figlock and everybody else who's been challenged.
I speak for everyone when I
our
say
opinions. We speak.
We're upset. We're upset. All right. Your boys got toys. Your boys got toys on Instagram. Your boys got toys in the comments on YouTube. I love to talk for everyone, and your opinion doesn't matter to me. So.
Funny. Tanner, what about yourself? Do you speak for everyone?
I speak for myself and only myself. And I don't care what anybody else thinks. No, I'm joking. So you can find me majority of the time in the next 2 weeks on PlayStation playing Spider-Man 2, SuperTech 5000. Also on Instagram and Twitter, also SuperTech 5000. And
are you free
I guess sometime.
Are you free Thursday?
This Thursday, I'm working till 8. But I am free.
Okay, maybe we can do something Thursday. I'm trying to, because Rich isn't around and it's a pre-MCM, I was trying to get the other guys from the network in, because I know I haven't done a Turtles and Tea and stuff in a while. So we're talk. But yeah, we absolutely.
I will also not be at MCM.
I know,
as
I was
well.
about to say that
Anyone
too.
looking forward to see me. And
I've seen people on eBay
you
selling their tickets. So once you announce that, people are out. People are like, I'm not going anymore.
What can you do? What can you do? What can you do? I guess.
Honestly, I'm good that you're not going. It would have been great to have you there.
Wedding. I would have
Damn
loved to have been there. But my cousin's getting married and I can't.
Never liked that cousin, to be honest. Never liked him.
Should we all just go to Tanner's cousin's wedding?
Let's just do that instead. Let's just do wedding crash.
Instead of going to London, let's go to Reading instead, and then we can have a drink up there.
Oh no, you're all right.
Kurt K, what about you? Duckgate still real?
I speak for the trees.
He speaks to the trees.
We will continue the investigation, Dan. I just want to let you know.
Investigation continues. That's fair.
Yeah, no kidding, Tanner. You got the wrong accent, Tanner, to be part of that VAR committee, though. We need some Americans on this committee. Northern Nomad, you're appointed.
He's in. Northern Nomad is in. He's in.
Well, we got to give him something to do other than post comic book pages at night.
True.
What the heck?
That is. Make
us proud, sucker.
You do.
Yeah, you're right. That does become kind of a boring habit after a while. So.
He's just sharing what he loves. He's sharing what he loves. But
we love you.
I do have to scroll past some of them. I'm not going to lie. I'm just like, what's going on? What's going on? To be fair, I just try and clear notifications sometimes. So when people are sharing stuff, I think I backtrack, but if it's not important, I'll skip past. So I do apologise.
He ignores them all, really.
I don't ignore everyone. I speak to everyone privately and in groups. I'm a very communicative person. But yeah, let's keep going around. Craig, where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at craigs.nostalgic.collection. Yeah, I should be posting up some pictures and reels hopefully soon. Dan inspired me to redo all the X-Men display, so I've been doing a bit of clearing out and adding new characters like Blob, who's been on my desk for ages. He's been added, and a few others. So, yeah, and I've got to put some pictures up of this Batmobile at some point. So,
all good.
And MCM next weekend.
I will see you there. there.
Me and Dan will be sat in the middle of the Hasbro booth with our candlelit dinner.
No, they pay me to be there.
So,
on top of it, just put a sheet over the displays.
Just like, you want to join us, Ryan?
We'll be there. I need to add Kurt to the description. So Kurt, tell people where they can find you on Twitter. I forgot to say.
NJ Devils fan 33.
There you go. I'll add it to the description after, and then Crazy Nostalgic Collection already there. And then this sucker is always welcome on the channel. He knows that. Dave, my friend, Northern Nomad, where can the people find you online?
David Evans 7357.
7357. Is that your phone number as well? Just
no, that's 5309.
Oh, there you go. Now we know. Now the phone
There you
is
go,
ringing off
ladies.
the hook.
Bad 80s, a bad 80s song from a one time.
867-5309.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I know the song, but don't ask me to name it who it is. But I know that it's the song where they sing.
Tommy Two Tones was the group.
There you go.
Yeah.
I know what song you're referring to, but don't ask me any other trivia. But there you go. I'll put the links in the description. And then last but not least, he's still wearing his crown. And Jamie, it doesn't matter what happens in this new season. You had a whole season with that crown, and you're wearing it with pride, my friend. And it's still yours until the end of the year at least. So no stress, my friend. You were a worthy king.
You can find me, my perfect dick, and my crown on Instagram.
What a man! What a man!
JMG Toys.
His mom's in the background.
She's not.
This is Zoya. Me and my perfect dick.
She's definitely going to wonder what the fuck we're doing on the stream now.
Right here every 2 weeks, internet willing, and also MCM next weekend. Come say hi.
Jamie, I haven't met Jamie yet either, so I look forward to seeing Jamie in his crown and his perfect dick. I'll definitely ask him about it.
Bring it to our anniversary.
Or do that. Just join us.
Then it's a party.
Just slap it out on the table. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The Haslab's the final reveal of the display of the day will be that. He started with a click. Shelly says, "Cheers, Dan. Cheers, all. Great stream as always. Have a most excellent week, all." Thank you very much, Shelley. And thank you to everyone in the chat as well. Greg Finstad, how did you do it, my friend? Gifted a channel membership. I think Eric's stream just give him all the look.
Cheated.
Basically a look. Yeah, someone's got a cough in the chat here. But Greg Finstad has won 2 duck races in a row, takes home 10 points, and is the new leader of Season 2. I've not seen California Red Devil since that. He's run off. He's not happy. He's joining the Duckgate committee. Cloud still in the chat. Run towards the work. Disavowed. Figure Cave Collectables. Jay. Paul McCarthy. I think, Paul, you're safe. I think you're safe. I may have got ahead of myself with Gary's Grails, but I need to check. I need to go and do some investigating. I've got eyes on me, so I need to check. But I think you're
Are
safe.
we checking Giant Man before we leave?
We
Or
could.
are not
We
bothering?
could. No, it's been moving. We can do one more refresh. That'll be the last thing we do today.
Alexis just put 5 orders in.
I see. Oh, there you go. It's moved up 397. So it's moving, but it's moving slow. It's moving, but moving slow. So again, if this is genuinely going to be the last time I stream, depending on how close he is, when will he finish? What time will it be UK time when he finishes? Can I do like a live?
Normally midnight
in the morning.
4:29, something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, I'm definitely not doing a 4:29 stream. I'm sorry about that. That is not happening. No, sorry about that. So yeah, this will be the last time I stream before Giant Man. So whatever happens, it's not the end of the world. Worst things in life happens, of course. But for me, selfishly, for my Marvel display, I would love a Giant Man. I think he looks great. So yeah, I wish him nothing but luck. I'm sending my positive vibes into the air. Look, Alexi can't handle it. I need to move on quick. Let's give him a wave, everyone. Let's give him a wave. Good luck, Giant Man.
Bye, guys.
If you want him, go and back him. What you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I'm off to watch The Notebook. Right, bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Where's my end screen? Ah, shit. I'll play the intro again. I need to make an end screen for this.
My hand's hurting.
Bye-bye. No one can see you now. You